Hello, everyone. As you can see, Dub Duck the Smoke. I mean, it's pretty easy to understand. James Harden showed why he was better than John Wall. It was a terrible take to begin with. Dub Dub told me last night, the moment the game ended, James Harden making the game winner and stuff, he was like, "Yeah, I'm not making it to Open Gym tomorrow." So yeah, it's just gonna be me here today. I want you guys to make sure you send Dub all the smoke, message him in Discord, DM him on Instagram, message him wherever you need to message him. Tell him that he's clearly the biggest L1 player's choice because this is a ridiculous way to duck smoke. I'm a W host. Shout out to our GOAT members, Comatose and Jeremias. This show, when I send the link, I just want everyone to send smoke towards Dub, tell him he's a casual, he's never right. All the times he was trying to tell you he was right about the Bucks and how he cooked everyone and that you guys were all casuals. But then when he gets proven wrong, he wants to duck the smoke. I just want you guys to know that Dub is a fraud. Every super chat that sends smoke towards Dub, those are the ones that will for 100% be prioritized. If you hold on, Dub has just messaged me as we speak. Dub has just messaged me. He said, if you send super chats telling him to pull up, he'll pull up. But I mean, the way Dub's duck and smoke, we can talk about Dub for a little bit. Because right now, I tried to tell Dub that James Harden was better than John Wall. He said that James Harden doesn't play make, can't get by his defenders, is relying on tough shots, can't finish at the rim. I was watching the game last night, as were all of you. I was watching him get by defenders. I was watching him finish at the rim. I was watching him work in the mid-range. So Dub right now, whether or not you guys send the super chats, I'm gonna try to get Dub up here because this is an embarrassment that Dub needs to defend. I don't want to see Dub saying it's only one game. I don't want to see Dub saying that James Harden got lucky. I need Dub to stand on what he said. And I need Dub to admit that he was wrong the same way he wanted everyone to admit that they were wrong about the Milwaukee Bucks. But other than that, chat, how you guys doing? We appreciate you guys for pulling up. There's 400 of you guys in here. If you guys could hit the like button, that would be great. And I think I'm gonna get to send in the link just so we can all get onto Dub's case. So I'm gonna send the link now. If you guys just want to pull up, anyone who has their camera on, I'm gonna prioritize you. And if you look like you have smoke for Dub, you're the people who I'm gonna bring up. So if you look too peaceful, I don't appreciate those people. I need you guys to come with smoke for Dub to cook him. So there we go. We have a couple super chats before I send the link. We have Joe Diamond. He needs to defend KD as well. Oh, yep, that's another player who hasn't really given Dub the best light right now. Jason the Kid, pull up Dub. Marz Iverson still over Harden. No, he is not over Harden. There's a couple super chats. I'm gonna give Dub a couple minutes to see if he's gonna pull up because the super chats were sent. I don't know. Maybe he will. So I'm gonna give him 2 minutes to see if Dub will pull up. But I can't guarantee anything because knowing Dub, he's just gonna duck the smoke. There's more super chats coming in. AB Dub, ain't no way you turn chicken, turn duck, running from the grind. Lonnie Williams, what's John Wall's best playoff game for a comparison? If Dub pulls up, I guess he can tell you because I can't tell you of any playoff games where John Wall performed. I'm gonna give Dub 1 more minute to see if he wants to stop ducking the smoke since we've got a few super chats asking him to come up. We have a few super chats that came in earlier. AB, Dub, Marz. It was a guy on this platform, can't remember his name, that was pushing some crazy 2018 John Wall stuff. I wouldn't happen to know who that guy was. I do know who that guy is. I don't think he wants to defend that take anymore, but I do happen to know who that guy is. AB again, thank you, AB. No, I don't think it's sustainable, but I don't believe Wall could reach peaks like this as someone that watched every Wall and Bill dribble. AB, I agree with you, man. Dub's the one who's a fraud. Dub is the one who's a fraud. And one more super chat before I send the link from Bino. Dub is a fraud. He's ducking the smoke. He ain't staying 10 toes down. I agree. I'm sending the link out now. Everyone just come with your smoke for Dub. Hit 44. Good luck W ticket today. He predicted the Sixers game. He did predict James Harden will go off and have a great game. So there we go. We got some people in here. We got P5. What's up, P5?
What's up, bro?
How you doing, man?
I'm chilling. I got proven wrong last night myself. Mostly about the Sixers and James Harden too.
Oh, so you were on Dub's train?
I didn't think Harden would be terrible, but I didn't think he'd be this good in game one. No.
Hi, Marz.
I was never on the John Wall's better than James Harden train ever. No.
Okay. I wish Dub was here. So I could. So I get
we all do, man. I tried to tell him.
It's crazy.
Hello.
The ducking is insane, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's crazy. Let me pull Dev up here. I think it's crazy. I mean, if you're gonna say something about James Harden not being better than Prime John Wall, I think you got to stand on that.
He was on J-Rob's channel last night. I was on in the panel with him on J-Rob's channel last night.
What was he saying last night?
What did he say? Yeah.
I told him. I said, Dub, you better prepare for the smoke you're gonna get tomorrow, which is today. And he said, I'm prepared for it. I already know it's gonna come. He said, it is what it is.
So he was acting like he wasn't shook, but then really and truly he's leaving me up here to host by myself. AB again, spam the duck emoji for Dub. Everyone get that duck emoji in the chat.
Someone called him W and Brooks.
W and Brooks is fire.
Now James Harden was going off. He was like vintage James Harden last night with his step back threes, timely shots. He really kind of like won them that game because the Celtics, they made like the same mistakes they did last year. I don't know why Coach Mazzulla's not playing Grant Williams though. I
think it's because offensively he's just not that good.
Yeah, he's not good offensively.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he barely played him in the Atlanta series either. He
stopped playing him towards the end of the season, to be honest.
Well, ever since he missed those free throws, his minutes has been going in that Cleveland game. Ever since he stole that Cleveland game, his minutes has been going down and down.
Mm-hmm.
Al Horford's washed, man. Al Horford's washed.
He's the clock. His age is finally showing.
Showing.
I mean, he's 38. What do you expect?
No, that's what I'm saying.
No. If you're that guy, you play well at 38.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's LeBron, though. Yeah, you're right.
No, he's not even playing well at 38.
We got to start. This is an exception.
From free.
Marz.
Yes.
I remember one of the first few times I came up on this show, I made a very crazy statement that people obviously were up in arms about. And you know who I'm talking about. I came up and said, KD is the most overrated player of all time.
Now you can watch your fucking mouth.
And Dub, watch your fucking mouth. I'm gonna end up being so right because I've been saying this.
We still need the duck emojis for Dub.
Your man's about to get swept in both conferences 2 years in a row.
He's not about to get swept by
Hold on. Number one, because I got a lot of things to get off right now. Number one, you watch your fucking mouth about Kevin Durant. That's one.
You better make this
Two.
Show up.
We got all these duck emojis in the chat. We got all of this. Listen, I had to do some things, you feel me? So y'all could just sit here and wait on it. I got nothing but messages after Discord all night long.
Well deserved.
So y'all could wait a little bit. All right. As I was watching James Harden's game, I do want to acknowledge the fact he did have an amazing game. This guy wasn't getting by people like that, though.
Oh my God!
What game was you
watching? I watched literally every single shot attempt, field goal attempt, pass he was making.
He was cooking Jaylen Brown.
The man was literally hitting all of his mid-range shots. Godly. Salute to you. Hitting all of his mid-range shots, all of his three-point shots, but he wasn't getting constant rim pressure. It was the main thing where he had constant rim pressure was against Jason Tatum in the fourth quarter. That was it.
So he had it when it mattered. Nice.
You can't say that was one time on the road against Jason Tatum.
I literally watched every single shot attempt, every single field goal made, every single one to recheck this. No, Y'all could just
By
NBA.com
the
is
way-
free. Go look at it. The man is operating in the pick and roll. He got the guy behind him. Takes a step to the mid range, pull up, goes to the 3-point line, pull up. He was just like AB said right now. He was just hitting tough shots all night long.
Boston team
He was saying that to troll.
Same Boston team that KD couldn't get a game off. By the way, just saying.
He was just hitting tough shots all night long. So, like I said, James Harden, y'all want to glaze off this 40-point game? And somebody said in the chat earlier, when did John Wall ever do something like this? Against the Boston Celtics, he actually dropped 40 in 2017.
Which Boston Celtics?
IT Boston Celtics. Okay. He did that when IT was dropping 50. He had 40 on their head.
That's when he went to 7, right?
Exactly. So there we go. That's one.
I also remember John Wall.
What's Kevin Durant?
James Harden. Hold on. James Harden, right? He had a great game. I'm not buying this the whole entire year. I have not seen James Harden like this. This guy was not getting by like this. He doesn't get by his defender like that.
I thought he wasn't getting by in this game either.
He wasn't.
Apparently.
He actually wasn't. Actually,
no,
okay, I need to correct it. He really wasn't. So, like I said, one game. Maybe if he does this the next game, I'll hear what y'all have to say.
You don't have to.
One game. Are y'all kidding me?
Is Embiid gonna be back next game?
No.
Out of 6 games,
they already got home court.
They got a split on the road. They didn't.
Out of 5 games, right? Out of 5 games he's played in the postseason. Finally, after one game, he drops a 40 ball, hitting amazing shots. Oh, dang, Dub, you're cooked. Discounting what happened for the whole entirety of the season and literally what happened in the first round. Oh, nah, you're cooked, Dub. You're cooked. Get out of here.
No, I'm still waiting for KD to play well.
My bad. Marz has a question.
I want to address
when John Wall had that 40 against the Boston Celtics, did he win or lose that game?
He lost. He dropped the 40 ball though. He dropped.
How many shots did he take?
They lost.
30. I don't know. 30 something probably.
It's 32. It's
Jesus.
32 to get 40 is gross.
It's 32.
He shot 50% from the field, man. What are we talking about?
So he
3 of 10 from 3.
So he just didn't take 3.
I mean, he's not a shooter. What the hell are we talking about?
That's why he's not. You're explaining why he's not better than Harden.
Thanks for explaining. Thank you.
Yeah, what are we talking about? 3 of 10 for 3 don't mean nothing like that. What are we talking? Then now we have to. So
that's not tracking, Dub. That's not tracking. 10 threes is not tracking. For someone who can't shoot, that's not tracking.
You're right. 3 of 10 is not bad. It's not like it was 2 for 12 or anything.
Okay, this KD.
We can talk about KD.
This KD hate is kind of crazy.
Hey yo.
3 of 10. Hold on, P5. Yeah, 3 of 10 is not that bad for me. Considering the fact, what was John Wall? He was like a 30. He was like what, a 32, 33% 3-point shooter at that time.
Again, explaining why he's worse than Harden.
That's
so
hold up. I don't care.
Hold up. See, this goes back to my point. The main reason why y'all want to push his Harden narrative, maybe because he shoots the ball better than him, which is fine. Like I said, he doesn't get constant rim pressure. Even the passes he was making last night, I'm like, come on, bro. Y'all kidding me? We're not going to glaze off these passes.
Because he was scoring. What is we talking about?
Okay, which is fine.
You're talking about last night.
But James Harden, listen, where was all of this against the Brooklyn Nets? Like I said before, y'all are basing this off of one game. Wait. Time out. Y'all saying this off of one game, like, Dub, you was wrong about everything you said about James Harden because he dropped one game of a 40 ball. What if he wets the bed next game? What y'all going?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
No, they've already got a game on the road. Who cares?
What do you mean? Who cares?
I mean, I won't say it doesn't matter because
it really doesn't. Listen, when you win game 1 on the road, it doesn't matter.
Football. So if he drops 40 now, and let's say he drops 15 on like 5,
I won't care.
That would mean he's averaging 30.
I won't care.
In my book, hey.
Because you're playing with house money. Anything you get in game 2 is a bonus. Like, who cares? Like, if you win game 1, I don't care what superstar you are. You win game 1, I almost don't care about your game 2 performance.
Football.
Seriously.
All right, what about for the whole entire series? What if he starts shooting bad for the rest of the series?
Okay, that's a different question. That's not the same question.
What did James Harden show you in last night's game that would suggest he's going to just start shooting poorly?
He wasn't getting separation like that. He was just hitting tough shots after tough
Did
shots.
you watch the fourth? I know you watched the fourth quarter.
But
Though,
the
'cause now
B-Night
you're
thing-
just static.
He was hitting tough
Clearly
shots
was getting
after tough shots.
separation.
What we
But the
talking
B-Night
about?
thing-
I'm
So-
saying
so-
right
so
now.
James-
James Harden's
Every single
step back wasn't creating separation in the mid range.
Oh no. He was doing the step back. Yeah, he
And
was.
from
Wait,
three.
So what was
And
about
he was hitting
separation?
the
Dub?
The hand was still there. He was just hitting it.
But the B-Night thing-
If
but
you kept the same energy for Kevin Durant talking about creating separation,
That's
But
not
the
right.
B-Night
He's
thing,
doing the defender that's right
what's the
here.
name?
Like, what are we
James
talking
Harden
about?
got
That's not
his.
sustainable. That's
You
not.
not think James Harden got his running back though after these 4 couple games and you guys running back?
We'll see how game 2.
I don't
I
think
think
you-
I think
He
James
has-
Harden was just a
this is
little
what
more
I will
comfortable in
tell.
the mid
This is
range.
what I will tell the chat. If James Harden has a good game 2, then I could hear this. Then we can address this.
What is he
Then
gonna
I'm-
Marz
show
will
you?
be
What
doing
is
really
he
good
gonna
right
show
now.
you that
Hold
will
on.
change your
Don't
mind?
be
I'm
like
asking a question.
Nigel.
Can you hear
Nigel.
me? I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question.
What?
What is he going to show you in game 2 that would make you change your mind?
Exactly.
That wouldn't
If
change
he
your mind in
keeps
game
this-
1.
If he keeps this up consistently,
Oh, 45 a game.
For 1
Yeah,
hour,
he-
game?
not
Are
45.
you serious?
I'm
though?
talking about the shots that he can make. I'm talking about the shots he's making right now because he's still relying on tough jump shots. He's just hitting them over people. He's not getting by his defender like that. If he's able to keep up that shooting in game 2, game 3, game 4, game 5, then I would sit here and be like, all right,
Dub,
y'all
you-
was right. I will apologize.
Dub,
But
you should
I'm not
apologize
gonna
now.
sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and change up my opinion off of one fucking game. Are y'all kidding me?
Fair enough, but you can't hold him to that standard for like be mad at game 2 if he comes out with the dub. Like a lot of players who won a game on the road.
I
they-
will wait. I will wait until the series is over.
Okay, fine.
before I
Say that
crucify
then.
that
Say
man.
that then. Say that
That-
then. Don't say game 2.
Don't say game 2. Exactly. Thank you. Thank
Say
you.
that.
Don't say
No,
one
I
game.
said game 2. I said game 2 for y'all. I literally
No.
said if he were to sit here and have a good game 1, but then had a putrid game 2, how would y'all feel about that? Y'all
I
literally
would-
just
the thing
told
is,
me
I
y'all
wouldn't-
wouldn't care.
No,
How?
I wouldn't
No,
care
but
because
he
you're on
said
the, it's
that.
the
No one
circum-
else
it's
Yeah,
the
he said that
circumstance.
because they got a game on the road.
When
That's
you
what
get
he's
a
saying.
game on the road, it's
But
game
that-
As
one.
the
that
away
lacks,
team.
but that lacks consistency football because you're glazing off to this 140 ball,
Mm.
this one
No,
great
I'm
game
not.
which he had
I'm not.
in the whole entire run right now. But then you're just glazing this
they
one. But
went
then if he
four-
has
didn't
another
they
bad
sweep
game,
the
which he's
last
been having
series?
against the Nets, you don't care. That doesn't make sense.
Didn't they sweep the last? Why are we talking about the Nets?
I don't know why you keep talking about the Nets.
I
The
don't know
only
why you're
reason,
talking about the Nets.
the only reason it's
They-
valid
they
is
beat
because
up.
game one, he was hitting a bunch of step back. If you were talking about game 1 of the Nets series where he hit a bunch of threes and he was terrible inside the paint, I would understand you. He was getting to the rim at ease in the second half. He was hitting the tough mid-range shots in the first quarter and then
4
the
free
second quarter.
throws only.
But
Yeah,
in
I
the
don't know why
second half,
Robert Williams wasn't in
he
the
was
game
getting
with
to the
except
basket.
on
He was getting to the basket in the second
Bro, I
half
promise
easily
you,
against
no.
Tatum,
And plus-
against Brown.
No, easily. What are you talking about?
Dub,
Bro,
you
I
watched
literally
the fourth
watched.
quarter,
I
dog.
literally watched every single shot attempt. I will watch it right now just to clarify again. I can guarantee you, there's not more than 5 times where he went to the basket
Listen,
and beat his man.
This harder
I
conversation.
could put money on that.
Let's get to your guy. Let's get to really your guy.
Oh, and now let's talk.
Let's talk about
my
your
guy.
your fraud.
my fraud. Look at
Yes.
this.
Is KD a fraud or is Jokic just that guy?
No.
All
Katie's a fraud.
KD
Jokic
did
was
was
basic
lose.
yesterday.
All KD did was lose on the road. Like that's all he did.
Yeah,
not-
but it's
like,
the
that's
man.
it.
Okay, let me ask everyone a question, right? Because it's, the assessment of KD throughout his career has been so annoying to me because y'all think hezzy tween is skill. Y'all think that's elite
Pretty
ball
skill.
handling.
Pretty
I'm
skill.
gonna-
Pretty skilled.
is.
No. I'm gonna ask everyone on the panel. Rate KD's ball handling. How is it? Is it elite? Yes or no?
Elite?
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
not.
For his size, overall, no.
I would say
On
for
a scale of 1
I
to
would
10.
say for a wing scorer in general.
I think KD has a good handle.
Yeah.
I think it's poor, personally. Because
You think
Yeah.
But then again,
yes,
Or is crazy.
yes.
because in OKC, because like
I need to hear someone else who has a poor handle.
Yeah, that's a good.
Mason
You need to hear someone else as a poor. I think Katie's handle is poor. We don't need to talk about anyone else. My whole
No,
thing
but I
about
need to
KD
know
No,
who's in the
so-
poor category, so I know.
is he
who
like in a
you
Jalen Brown
classify
right to
as poor.
handles?
Jalen Brown's
Yeah,
not poor though.
I mean, it's not awful, but like Katie's okay. I'll put it this way: Katie is not an above average. It's just not. It's not a attribute I would even mention for Katie. To be honest, his ball. handling.
Okay. So if he's not above, there's 300 players in the NBA. Are you saying KD's in the bottom 150?
I can see that.
Can you give me a player?
Oh,
That's
I can't say that. I don't want
I don't
50
know about that.
outrageous.
That's weird. That's nasty. But I would say he's very average. Like he's not a above average ball handler. The
well,
dude,
how can you tell that?
for someone who doesn't handle the ball, okay. Chris Paul and Devin Booker handle the ball. You would agree they handle the ball
Yeah,
more,
they're better ball handlers.
Agreed.
right?
Agreed.
You know, you would agree they actually have the ball in their hands more on their team, right? Than KD.
Probably, maybe not Chris Paul. But
Chris Paul, maybe not, but yeah. For the sake of this, I'll say yeah because I think.
So tell me why KD's consistently turning the ball over more than those guys all the time.
In this
Tell
series,
KD
maybe
keeps getting stripped. Like KD's turnovers are not off of bad passes or him trying to make a difficult pass. He's literally getting stripped as he's dribbling. Tell me why that's happening.
Because his handle's not great.
Oh, okay.
And plus, the Nuggets
I've said this for over a year. Like,
and plus, he's really tall. And plus, he's tall. So it's like I'm not saying it's not making an excuse,
so
but
why
like,
do people
when you
call
throw
his
the double
handle
team,
elite? If you guys are now noticing all these things, why are people calling his handle elite?
Because he's 7 feet, and there's no one who's 7 feet with a better handle than him.
yeah, and plus his handle was good at OKC. He wasn't getting stripped like that in OKC.
Really? You know why? Maybe it's because he was playing with an MVP point guard. You know why he wasn't getting stripped in Golden State? Maybe because he was playing with an MVP point guard. You know why he wasn't getting stripped on the Nets when Harden was playing and Kyrie was playing? Maybe because the MVP caliber or top tier caliber point guard was playing. He didn't have to handle the ball.
Nigel.
Every situation we've seen KD have to handle the ball or take over ball handling responsibilities. He's a turnover machine. I'm tired of people talking about KD's handle like it's been elite. Hezzy tween is not ball handling. They're one-on-one moves to get a shot up. And the reason why his shot is so good is not because of his handle. It's more so because he's 7 feet tall. Cut it out with this KD.
Hey, Jumbo.
That's not Joe. I literally just watched the whole second half. He beat Jaylen Brown one time. Outside of that, he had a couple lays on Smart and Jaylen Brown where they were on him the whole entire time. He just made tough layups.
You're talking about the one where I know there was one where he was like sort of in the post and then he just put it up and went in.
There was one with Marcus Smart with his hands up and he just sit here and just threw it up and it went in. The other time with Jaylen Brown, I think that was the one in the post. Then there was another time where he did beat Jaylen Brown off the dribble and got an open lay. That's 3 times out of the whole second half.
My point isn't what he's making off of. Your gripe with James Harden is rim pressure. My point is he's getting to the basket. He's passing off of these. I know he only had 6 assists, but he was passing a lot off of these drives. And he was passing. We were running Tobias Harris on a pick and pop. We're running. I mean, we have shooters all over the court. We're hitting Melton in the corner. We're hitting Maxey. Like he's not only like you're only seeing the drives where he scores. I'm not talking about just the drives that he scores. I'm talking about the drives where he's creating plays for his teammates. It's not really just about the scoring.
I looked at him passing. It wasn't a lot of times where he was sitting here and creating off of that, where he's sitting here driving, and then it's just impacting the offense that greatly, where it's resulting to that. The guy who's giving main rim pressure is Tyrese Maxey. James Harden last game, like I said, bro, the man was just sitting here literally hitting consistent, his mid-range shots, his 3-point shots. He was hitting it on the money. He wasn't doing anything outside of that, though. Like,
he was doing that. I'm saying he was doing that primarily in the first half. Like the first quarter, he hit, I think, 3 mid-range shots. He hit a couple pull-up threes.
It was the second half. It was a lot in the second half too. 100%.
No, I'm not saying he hit in the fourth quarter for sure. He hit step back he hit pull-up threes. He did all of that. I'm just saying he got to the rim and was creating plays. Whether they made the shot or not, he was still getting to the basket. And your gripe with him this whole time has been that he can't get past his defender. Bench players are able to guard him when that hasn't even been the case. And that definitely
guys are literally able to stay in front of him. They're forcing him to either mid-range or 3. And even when he's getting by them and making the shots, they're all in his grill the whole entire time, fam.
Again, Dub,
he's not getting by his
defender. The shot attempts. You're only talking about the shot attempts. Is my point.
Even then, no, bro, because even in the flow of the offense, a lot of the times James Harden, what happens? He's gonna operate in the pick and roll. He'll drive, and then a lot of times when they're defending it properly, he's just running around and then just finding. Then he's gonna find somebody out on the outside, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
My point is he's getting to the basket. You're only looking at the shot
no.
You're saying he got to the rim 3 times.
Nigel,
that's not true.
Nigel. I can guarantee you, bro. This man James Harden is not that guy. He's not doing it like to the extent. He's not doing it to the extent in which you're trying to sit here and create. No. No, bro.
I'm not even saying he's doing all that. I'm not saying he's Houston James Harden. I'm not even really saying he's Brooklyn James Harden. I'm just saying he's getting to the basket and creating for his teammates. Sometimes he's finishing. Sometimes he's passing in the corner to Melton.
If he's getting to the basket like 5 or 6 times a game, like come on, bro.
It's not 5 or 6 times a game,
bro.
dog.
What are we
talking about?
What are we talking about?
It's not 5 or 6 times a game, dog. You watch the actual game, dog. Do not look at shot attempts.
Is there a stat where we could sit here and find how many times he had rim pressure?
I know there's stats per game. I don't know if you can find for an individual game, but
come on.
You probably can.
We'll have to lie.
Hey, yo,
if you didn't watch the full,
we'll have to lie on this man
like how do you see
you're just hating.
Hey, yo, football. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Ask me.
Football. You said Kevin Durant's the most overrated player, and you brought up his ball handling. Dub has KD top 10 all time. I have him in the top 15. Do I have him overrated?
Top 15 is overrated. He's not top 20 to me.
Where do you have him?
Probably in the range from he's not top 20, so probably like 25 maybe.
Can you give me a player that's like within a couple spots of him?
That's higher.
Yeah. My list, maybe Dr. J.
All right,
that's not fine. Crazy.
You said Durant's overrated. You said ball handling. What else is he overrated in?
He doesn't. To me, he's the best version of a Carmelo type archetype. He's just a scorer to me. Like he's not a force multiplier, nor does he affect the game in multiple ways. Like if KD is not making jump shots, how else does he affect the game?
I disagree with that because lately his defense, in Golden State, he's playing great defense and he's affecting game defense.
No. Can I ask you a question?
My bad. I need to address you with this whole KD slander because I was.
Oh wait, no, I had it first.
Hold up.
You just compared Kevin Durant to Carmelo Anthony. First off, and I would argue, especially in his Warriors years on, Kevin Durant has improved immensely as a playmaker. He's improved immensely.
No, he's not. No, he's not a good playmaker.
What? Huh? What? How is he not?
How many assists? He's not a good playmaker.
Playmaking is not just assists. Football, it's not.
Okay, so what other playmaking does KD do? Please educate me.
His ability to draw doubles, his vision with double teams on him. He's not a bad passer.
Yes, he is.
Okay,
a bad passer is OD,
but bad passers kind of pushing it. But Kevin Durant's improved as a playmaker. He's a good defender out on the perimeter now.
Good defender.
So what do you? Yeah, he's a good defender.
And plus, the thing is, when you say he's an upgrade Carmelo Anthony archetype with KD, you can plug and play him in any other system, and he just flows.
You can also do that with Klay Thompson. He's a jump shooter. That's why you can plug him and play. It's the type of player. It's not because.
But the thing is, KD's an elite scorer.
Oh, you just called Kevin Durant.
Hold on. Wait. So football. Hold on, relax for a second. We need to understand something, right?
Oh my!
Like the reason y'all are basing this off of it, mainly what happened last night in Game 2.
No,
let's not forget everything that Kevin Durant has done for this postseason, just the whole entirety of his career. Like the man, at the end of the day, he's an elite shot maker. That's what he does. He makes shots at a crazy clip. His height, despite his handle not being what you want it to be, he's able to get his spots, shoot over guys. Even in this series, he's actually providing good value on defense with his rim protecting, with his help side defense, with his ability to double team. That's what he's been doing. On top of that, it's not like he's a trash passer. He's a good passer.
Can I ask you a question? How many? Do you know he has more turnovers and assists this series, right? Before last night in his last 5 games, he had 22 turnovers to 21 assists.
Okay, that's fine.
Wait. That's fine, right? Just normal.
No.
Normal,
but football. You're discounting the fact that. Don't get me wrong. Does he have a turnover issue? Sure, but at the end of the day, everything that he does good outweighs that turnover.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. They're not losing the game. They're not losing the game. They're not losing the game because he's turned over the ball at this crazy clip. Nobody's calling Kevin Durant, "Oh yeah, you're an amazing passer, KD. You're this great and godly pat." No, nobody's even discounting that. But you're trying to use this as a point, as a crutch, to try to dismantle Kevin Durant and who he is in his entirety. What about with his elite shot making ability? His ability to shoot over his defender.
I got some news
his
for
ability to gravitate the team towards him, which allows other guys to get off.
That's what I was about to bring up.
Dub.
How's that James Harden?
Yeah, exactly. Dub. I got some news for you. KD's not the only elite shot maker in the league. You know, matter of fact, there's a lot of elite shot makers in the league.
Oh, that's true. We understand that.
No, no. The thing
what's
is,
that mean?
KD's the only one who joined a 73-9 team.
No, that's why he's over
No,
There you go.
gloss over this. He's been
I knew it
on
was
3
coming
other teams
eventually.
besides Golden State. He's made the conference finals how many times? He's made the finals how many times? Oh, his defense happened to become the best defense he's ever had in his career when he joined. Oh, the best defense in the league in Golden State. But
KD before he got traded to the Suns, you know, he was an
we can move
MVP
on to
candidate in the first half of the Nets, right? And he was having a career year. Historically,
did he finish top 5 in MVP that year?
I mean, he got hurt. I'm talking about this year. He got hurt, and then he was having a historical mid-range season.
I'm gonna move you guys on because Dub's telling me.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, we got 1,000 people in here. I know a lot of people want parts, man. So I want as many people up here as possible, bro. We gotta get some super chats off as well. We got 12 in the chamber. Appreciate all you guys. Like the video, subscribe. We got a lot of talks to talk about, man.
if you guys want to keep, I had one more question for football breakdown.
Oh, my bad.
Yep.
There you go. You said KD's not like a good passer. Why is that?
I just don't. There's nothing from his passing that is above average to me. Like he makes, like when you ever get to high assist games, it's consequential. It's either the guys are hitting shots or not. He's not making reads. He's not manipulating the defense. He's not making any complex passes or anything that would warrant, or he's even using his size effectively to make passes that other people who are smaller can't make. Like I just don't think KD's that great of a passer. Nor do I think he makes great decisions out of double teams every time.
How many people make great decisions out of double teams every time?
I'm comparing KD to the other elite players in the league that people would say he's a
No, but I'm not saying he's an elite passer. Though.
But
You said he wasn't good. So
I don't think he's a good.
Plus football, like Jason Tatum struggles out of double team. He's an elite player. Only players that I've seen deal with double teams elitely was Jokic, because he's one of the greatest passers of all time, and he's 7 foot, so he can attack it. I feel like Curry does pretty well without the double team, but with that system also helps him out. LeBron James, so there's other stars. Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis, they don't pass well out of double teams.
You're right.
Kevin Durant is the only player that in the league that passes well out of double teams.
And that may be fine, but my question is, if that's true, right? Why do we keep putting KD way ahead of those guys if he has the same flaws or is just has the same level of passing ability? KD's the only player who's that one-dimensional who keeps getting ranked, and he keeps being in these conversations he doesn't belong in. This top 10 shit, insane. Dell has him top 3 all time.
All time. I don't even
That's Dell, bro.
Using Dell's list.
That's Dell, though.
He cares about so many different things to you. Like you're not gonna change Dell's mind or he cares about what he cares about, and he's not gonna change what he cares about because you disagree.
I just don't. My whole thing to be honest, I just don't like where the whole KD conversation, because even when Steph, the whole thing, he was carrying Steph while Steph was averaging 28, 8, and 10 on crazy splits in the playoffs or in the finals, but KD was so clearly the best player in those runs. Like we gave KD way too much credit for those Warriors runs, and then
I disagree.
I disagree. I think a lot of people trying to take away from those scores.
No, I don't think you got enough credit, to be honest.
Yeah,
a lot
was crucial for that unit.
The fact he came in and fit so well perfectly, and they were still able to win immediately. That's great.
Talking about the 73-9 team with 2 MVPs and 4 All-NBA players. What are we talking about?
One of the MVPs was KD. You can't.
I understand that, but you're joining the current 2-time. What are we? Whatever.
Do you think?
LeBron James has been stacking the deck?
Not like that.
Cleveland,
not like that.
He's still stacking the deck.
Please, let's
not
get off this.
I won't get nasty. I was gonna get nasty, but no LeBron talk.
I'm gonna have to deal with that all day on the panel. I'm not doing this today.
Go ahead. Go ahead, fellas. Appreciate you guys for pulling up, bro. Y'all be easy.
All right.
Got some other guys
Thank
up
you,
here,
guys.
man. No problem. Thank y'all. I love the smoke. It's fun.
KD's top 20.
Stop gassing this James Harden.
All time.
I agree. KD is top 20.
I shot like this James.
All time.
Yes, I agree.
Oh my God.
Dub, you got the super chats?
Oh yeah, I'll read some. Why not? AB. Oh no, Alan R. I'm sorry for doubting your ball knowledge, Marz. Alan R. Alan R is hilarious. Unpopular opinion: Harden is better than Kobe.
Move
from
on,
A
move
Dot.
on, move on, move on.
To be fair, he was drinking. Might just be hungover from Lanny Williams.
Look at him giving you the benefit of the doubt.
I've been drinking for the whole weekend. I'm not even gonna lie. And then Monday. No, I haven't drunk in a while, so I had to. You feel me? Had a while out. Marcus Smart is terrible, legit terrible. He was playing good.
Nah, his defense ever since he won the deep way, like it's fallen off. I'm kind of disappointed.
NBA Lanny, Dub is right. He'll fall right back in line once JoJo come back. That 3 ain't gonna fall like that all series. Appreciate you, bro. Everybody knows the truth, man. They just don't want to accept it.
Who expects someone to make 7 threes a game for a series?
It wasn't just the threes, Marz. This man was hitting the mid-range shit at a crazy clip.
Do you not remember what James Harden was like back in the day with the mid-range? Like, that's what he did.
You're talking about back what, like 20?
That's what he did, though. He'll do his little tween.
Yep.
Then he'll do one crossover. He'll get the defender on his hip. The defender's on his hip, and then when the defender's on his hip, you're trying to get downhill to block him from getting to the rim, and then he just does a step back, and that's enough space for him to get the shot. That's just how James Harden's always played.
This isn't sustainable. I promise you, Marz. I will be willing to bet that this, not 40 points, but he's not going to be having 20. Like, if Embiid's not there, he's not going to be having like 27 on good efficiency. I'll be willing to bet that 100%. He's not having 27 on good efficiency. Okay. If anybody's willing to bet, y'all let me know. Much love to everyone on Player's Choice. Do you think the 1 seed should pick their choice of opponent from the play-in? Thoughts? Nah. I don't think. No. You're playing a 1 and 8. You're playing either the 7th or 8th seed. That should be an easy win for everybody.
Well, then you got teams like the Lakers who are the 7th seed because they were trash early on in the season.
This year's an anomaly, so that's different. But on average, nah. Years like this doesn't happen like that, where the 7th and 6th seeds is probably better than the 1st and 2nd and 3rd seed. Like, it's just not normal. So this year's an anomaly. It don't happen like that. Christopher D, 2022 Celtics clear, 2017 Celtics dub being nasty.
Oh, yeah, they do. And John Wall lost that game, so who cares?
Oh, man. John Wall's still better. I don't give a shit. According to Bleacher Report, Dillon Brooks won't be re-signed by Memphis under any circumstance. Also get them likes up. That is wild if that's true.
Why?
I just think it is. Like, I still think he's a good defender. It's just when you match up against like the LeBron and shit, it's like
I've seen Dillon Brooks make like 6 shots all season.
His offense is really bad. And I'm surprised because he wasn't always like that. Like, I know
his jump shot always looked hideous, but it used to go in more.
Yeah. Last season he was actually pretty good, but I don't know. This year was just a really bad.
That series against the Jazz in 2021, I think he averaged like 24. Like, he was playing well. So I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's why just moving off of Dillon Brooks, because it's just my whole problem with just people with recency bias. Like, it's just proven all around. Like, let me look at it right now. Oh man.
No, the last 2 seasons he hasn't. I haven't seen him make a shot in 2 years. I'm letting that be known.
Yeah,
but go look. What did he average in the 2021 playoffs?
He was 20. He was 25 on 51 and 40.
See, he could shoot for 5 games. Like, I remember a little bit of that series, not a lot, but I remember a little. Like, he was serviceable. Like, he was good. So I don't know what happened. He just forgot how to play basketball. Low is trying to get your attention in the chat.
Oh, Low, where he at?
No,
man, we got Legend of Losing, bro. Legend, let me know if you're trying to pull up, bro. I'll send you the link, man. It's still Boston in 6. Marz, don't get it twisted.
Nah, Philly to the finals, man. I'm gonna be right.
Hemi winning the East sucks to suck Celtics.
Nah, he ain't beating Philly in the next round. Embiid's gonna get to rest this whole series. Philly's still gonna win, and then Embiid will be fully healthy for the conference finals. Low is trying to join.
Let me send him the link. Read the other 2 super chats while I send them it.
AB Dub, just say my bad. I was wrong, chat. You're looking bad trying to dance out of this. I agree.
No, I'm not gonna acknowledge that I'm wrong until I get more of a sample size. Because, like I said before, if
the whole season wasn't a sample size.
The whole season he wasn't playing like this. So no, this is an anomaly throughout his whole entire season. So
The whole season he wasn't playing well.
he wasn't playing like this.
Well, who plays like 45 points? Who does that?
Nobody said that Harden was trash though. I'm just saying.
No, he was
wasn't
playing
playing
better than
ball.
Jordan Wall. No, he wasn't.
No. I don't agree. I would never agree with nobody about that.
Okay. Donovan Samuels, shout out to James Harden on his performance last night. But what's your take on Boston's late game mistakes? Is that more on the coach or the player? I mean, Malcolm Brogdon's turnover was inexplicable. There's just like 0.5 seconds on the shot clock and you're trying to pass it out. And Malcolm Brogdon's a high IQ player, so I don't know what he was doing in that situation. But Boston seems to just get really frazzled in those situations. They end up making a bunch of jump passes. They end up just driving into no man's land. There was a couple times where Jaylen Brown did that. Jason Tatum committing some pointless fouls. So I don't know. I think it's partially on the players, partially on the coaching. I think they were still making the same errors with Udoka. So I don't think you can really blame coaching as much as maybe some people would like to. What do you think about that?
It could be a blend of both. I think even last season with Ime Udoka, JT and the Celtics did show some signs of immaturity. So I mean, it's just something that seems like a common theme right now. So I just can't really fully blame the coach. I don't like just blaming the coach just because of that. We have to hold these players accountable as well. So the players need to be held accountable as well for that. Like, I'm not just gonna sit here and just give them a cop out.
Fair enough. There's a couple more. Cliff Production, KD is in that Embiid, Kawhi, Luka tier of players. I don't know what I'm doing with Embiid and Kawhi when it comes to ranking.
I'm not ranking them no more. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna reevaluate like once the season is fully over because I don't know what I'm doing with those guys. And the last one from Wake, football, be real, Dr. J is in your top 20 because you've never seen him. KD is top 20 because you've seen him and you're belly aching. Dr. J is just a rhetorical device. This is in truth Dr. J disrespect.
Gotcha. I know exactly what Lowe's about to get at, and I'm gonna hate every single one of it. And for everybody saying I'm making excuses, like I said before, if James Harden sits here and wets the bed again against the Celtics, I just want y'all to be prepared for that turnaround. It's not making excuses. It's called being consistent. Y'all know me already. Y'all know I was going to switch up like that.
I'm going to try to be respectful today. Okay, Dub? Okay,
who are you
Mark.
going to try and cook today?
No. I'm gonna try to be respectful. But I might get in my bag and get nasty.
With KD?
Really, this entire playoff run, man. This entire playoff run, I keep telling people, bro, we're gonna get to the bottom to a couple of questions, man. we gonna get some answers, and we getting the answers so far.
What's those answers?
Shout out to James Harden, man. He's beating the John Wall allegations.
Nah, he's not beating it yet.
Terrible allegations.
Terrible allegations.
He's not beating it yet. He's not beating it yet. Like I said before, if it's one game,
John Wall would never do that.
John Wall already done that before.
What, in the game he lost?
He dropped 40.
In the game he lost.
He lost.
Who did he do it to? Who did he do it against?
Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, okay, not that defense.
I think this was an anomaly, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I mean, it's a 45-point. This is probably by far his best playoff game in his career.
Yes.
Okay.
And current James Harden fashion. Come on, bro. We really expecting that current James Harden to be having arguably his best playoff game in his career.
No, I see. It's an anomaly. I agree with you, but Wall ain't doing this at his peak.
Nah, Wall doing it. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
John Wall hitting a step back three on Al Horford. You got it. You're right. He will.
They'll do it in different ways. It'll be different ways, but
no, for sure. Yeah, one would have more turnovers. One wouldn't be that efficient from three. You're right. You're absolutely right.
One would just be a worse player, to be honest.
Yeah, one would just be a worse player.
Nah, he'll be a better defender.
It'll be a worse 45.
Nah, he'll be a better defender.
I don't even know he'll be a better defender because James was actually really good defensively last night as well.
In the half court, yeah.
Oh, you just talking about this? Oh, you just talking about this singular game?
Yeah.
You just talking about this?
Yeah.
And John Wall's defense is something.
I would say this. Yeah, I would say this. This game, I think Lo is right. This game is by far.
What else would I be talking about if I talked about 45?
No. I thought
So
you
was
were talking about
this
Harden
game
overall.
from James Harden better than peak John Wall?
Any game? Yeah, any game that John Wall had, yes. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's a fact.
Interesting.
So out of his peak, James Harden still has a higher ceiling than peak.
No,
John
bro,
Wall.
it's one game.
That's crazy.
God,
Okay,
man.
but he has a higher peak though.
Like
dog.
Corey Brewer had a 50-point game. Like, what stock we gonna put into that? Are we kidding me?
Dub. I'm
Yep,
trying to be
yep.
respectful. I'm trying to be respectful. Dub.
No.
I'm
we're
trying
not
to be
doing
Dub,
respectful.
what can you tell me about Corey Brewer's 50-point game, Dub?
What can I tell you? He made 50 points.
No, but like, how was he scoring?
I think he was shooting.
He was what?
Was he shooting?
Dub, he
I
was
remember I
leaking
didn't
out.
watch.
He was leaking. He was leaking out in transition.
Yes, he was
That's
in
what I'm saying.
transition.
All I'm saying.
Dub. I said I'll come in here and be
Hey,
respectful, Dub.
All I'm saying is I'm not basing off of this one singular game. I'm not gonna sit here and act as if this is who James Harden is. No,
Dub.
it's not.
It's not. Dub, you're gonna make me get real disrespectful here. I'm trying to be respectful.
It's not James Harden, bro.
I mean, it literally was James Harden. I mean, like literally it was though.
No.
Literally it was.
James Harden got a week off to rest his Achilles, and all of a sudden he looks quicker than he's been looking in previous times.
Literally, yes.
So I think 45 obviously isn't sustainable. 7 threes, no, like that's not gonna happen. But the way in which he was operating,
if Mazzulla don't change the scheme, maybe 7 threes might be sustainable. Because my goodness, Mazzulla.
If game
that
two,
Boston defense was
game 2 and game 3, he's wetting the bed. We shall see. I said we shall see. Only time will tell.
Well, if he wets the bed, he's still probably better than John Wall. Because John Wall used to wet the bed as well, especially in the playoffs.
I'm still taking prime.
Oh, you don't want to admit it. Okay.
Dub, I'm not gonna lie. Recently, you just been chatting. I'm not gonna lie.
You've been chatting. You have been chatting.
Ever since Jimmy Butler lost his mind, you've lost your mind.
Yes,
Jimmy Butler lost his mind.
Ever since Jimmy Butler started going crazy, you have gone crazy.
You're chatting.
No. James Harden, like I said before, James Harden, bro. We're not doing this, bro. The only thing y'all can sit here and say he's definitely better at is shooting. That's it.
Playmaking?
Nah, James Harden didn't play. James Harden didn't play.
We watched
shot creating.
Yeah, come on, Lo.
Come on, what? What do I say?
Come on, Lo.
Pause. That was crazy. Go pause.
Nah.
I said, come on, what? Pause. Oh man.
I mean,
Kevin also. That man, Kevin Durant. Like I said, I'm gonna be respectful for Dell's guy. That is one of the biggest frauds I've ever seen in my life, dog.
Didn't you just say he was better than Giannis?
Oh, like as a troll.
Oh,
Wait.
The only 3 players I thought were in the conversations the best in the world is Giannis, Jokic, and Curry. That's it.
Interesting.
You were just taping for KD literally last episode.
About what though?
About the continuity, about him with Kyrie Irving, what he's been doing on the.
Oh no. If you okay, again, which one you want me to get? You gonna get nasty low, or like very analytic?
You were doing that.
Which one you want though? Which one?
Let's just get some basketball talk, please.
All right, basketball talk. Okay. Last night was another reason why I don't think the Phoenix Suns are a really good team. It's another reason why I don't think that they should have made it out the first round. If Kawhi was healthy, that team would not have made it out the first round. That's why I did not pick them to make it out the first round. The lack of rim pressure is so damning that they finished with 5 free throws. How was that possible?
Nah, that was wild. I'm not gonna lie. I was really upset at the fact watching the Phoenix Suns game. Why y'all? The main takeaway for me is like, why y'all trying to play into the Nuggets game, right? They sit here and had Kevin Durant trying to be like the best 3-point shooter of the team and really took like 12 threes a game. And I don't remember last time he did that for a long time. And
some of them were good looks though. I would say almost all of them except for 3 of them were good looks though.
They were good looks.
He started the game with some crazy like 28-footer.
But I think after those like first 2 or 3, the rest of them were quality looks.
They were good
just
looks.
not
No. They were good looks. My whole thing is that's not the basis of his game. He's a guy who's going to operate in the mid-range and then it'll extend to the three-point line. It's not really, I'm going to operate the three-point line and then extend to the mid-range. So I just think them trying to compete with the Nuggets because them losing last game was really predicated on how much they shot the three ball. I thought that was kind of stupid for the Suns to do because I guarantee you, if they played the same game like they played in game one, they would have beat the Nuggets this time. And like I told Marz, I said, yo, you limit Jamal Murray, send all that attention to him, and just let Jokic play one-on-one because you can't do nothing about Jokic. Jokic is going to do him. You make sure Jamal Murray don't do what he does, I think they can win that. And they should have won that game last night.
But that's not no, they weren't sending all the attention to Jamal Murray.
He was just
missing.
He was missing. He was missing.
They weren't sending the kitchen sink at him. He just missed.
I do think that they should just key in on Jamal Murray though, because like you said, if he's not having a good game and Jokic is out here dropping 40, I like their chances better. I do like their chances a lot more.
I don't like their chances because the lack of depth is really concerning.
Really concerning. God. I mean, my goodness, they're having to play Josh Okogie and what's the other name?
Was terrible, bro.
Alfred Payton.
Cameron Payne.
Cameron Payne.
Yeah,
terrible.
Those are some of the worst.
Damian Lee, good minutes.
Horrible.
Torrey Craig played 10 minutes. It wasn't good minutes.
You know what's so crazy? You said Alfred Payton, and I knew exactly that you were talking about Cameron Payne. That's the crazy part.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, he's talking about campaign. No, but the fact that you said, I was like, no, that's campaign. That's literally what you're talking about. So
you can see Monty Williams was trying to figure out players who could contribute for him. In the first half, he was putting everyone out there, just saying, please, someone give me good minutes. Yes. Wainwright was playing. Jock Lando was playing.
Yes.
Like, he was putting out every single combination of players he could find to see who could contribute, and none of them can do it.
And so the question still remains, what are the adjustments that they make? Because of the adjustments that they make is we're just going to let KD and Booker ISO their way to a win and hope that Jamal Murray and MPJ shoots that poorly again. But that's not enough. It's not enough.
I don't know if they can really make. I mean, is CP3 going to miss the next game? Because I know he left on an injury.
I'm going to be honest with you. That might be a blessing in disguise.
CP3 wasn't really getting taken advantage of like that. So I thought it was fine. I think
he wasn't getting any advantages either, though.
Yeah, so it really doesn't matter. But still, I would have him on the court rather than Cameron. What the hell?
That is true.
I would have him on Cameron Payne. I would have him on the court over a lot of guys because at least he could hit a mid-range shot.
I was watching Devin Booker try to initiate offense, and all he was doing was trying to draw fouls. That was disappointing.
Oh, bro, it was ridiculous, bro.
He wasn't even looking for passes.
Yeah, so that because my plan was run Devin Booker at the one. Yeah. But if what he's doing is just because maybe he's bothered by the fact that the Suns aren't getting free throws, so what he's doing is just throwing himself into people and trying to draw fouls. But he needs to play with a lot more discipline. I thought that's what he would do. He didn't do that. So now I'm fully out of solutions. My one solution, Devin Booker can't play the way I need him to play for it to be a solution.
That's a fire shirt. I actually love that shirt. I don't know what Monty Williams can do, though. I don't know what he can do. Really, you just have to rely on Kevin Durant and Devin Booker to
make shots,
play to themselves and make shots. Yep. And I don't think there's really anything he can do. So anybody who's going to try to blame Monty Williams, it's not really his fault, bro. Like, he's working with scraps at this
very
point.
Little. Also, Ayton is such a disappointment. He doesn't roll to the basket. He doesn't roll to the basket hard at all. He's not aggressive with any box outs. He's limited his game to basically like soft rolls to meet at the elbow. He's making them, to be fair, but he's not drawing enough attention to make easier advantages for everyone else. He doesn't have any vertical spacing at all. The rebounding still isn't there either, but they have to play him. And I know it's Jokic, but holy hell, like, my goodness, so you're getting like, you can't stand in front of Jokic at all. Man, it's oh man.
Jokic is just looking like the second coming of Lord knows who, but offensively he's just unstoppable. Like, I don't know what you're really meant to do with Jokic. Like, every team in the playoffs seems to just say, Jokic, we're going to let you be a scorer. And then he ramps up the scoring aggression, and then he looks like one of the best scorers in the NBA. So I don't know what you're meant to do, because the issue a lot of people have with Jokic is that, in the regular season, he has games where he takes like 6 shots. But then you see in the playoffs, he's one of the most aggressive scorers in the league. And I don't know what he's averaging, but like, he seems to be scoring 30 routinely. And on the offensive glass, he's killing everyone as a passer. Like if you leave someone's body for a split second, that's a cut, layup, easy. If you double, it's a wide open free. Like I don't know what you're really meant to do with Jokic offensively. So I mean, might be the best player in the world.
Lo is loving this. Hey, Lo, you're gonna be happy what I have to say about this man, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, before you go, Marz, he's averaging 28, 14, and 8 with almost 5 offensive rebounds.
In the whole playoffs or against the
whole
Suns?
Playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know what you're meant to do with
and against the Suns, he's averaging 31 and a half, 17 and a half rebounds, 5 assists, 51% from the field, 38% from behind the arc, 89% from the free throw line, and he's averaging 5 offensive rebounds a game.
I don't know. I don't know what you're meant to do with that because like there's so many options the Nuggets offense has as well. You got the Jamal Murray just like high pick and roll, which is unstoppable because either Jamal Murray's getting a step back free against drop, he's getting a pocket pass to Jokic for a floater, or they do a give and go and Jamal Murray's getting downhill. Like there's so many options like that. Then you got Jokic post ups where either he's doing about 4,000 spins and then getting a layup, he's doing a hook shot, he's doing that weird step back jump shot thing, or he's just facing you up and just shooting straight over the top. Then you got when he pops out for a free. Then you got the dribble handoff. Like there's.
What about the inverted ones? The inverted pick and rolls. They get with him and Aaron Gordon and KD has to switch with him and then
if the pass to Aaron Gordon doesn't work towards the rim when he has KD on him, it turns that into a post up. Like there's so many options they have that I don't know how many. There's only so many counters that exist in the world. Like he can do everything offensively. To the point where even if you stop the first 6 actions, there's still another 4 that are there available with 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
It sounds like to do. You know what it sounds like, Marz?
Oh God.
Let me stop. Y'all told me not to be nasty.
What you gonna say? It sounds
no, it's not. Y'all told me not. No, you told me not to be nasty, so it's fine.
Do you think Jokic is the best player in the world?
You thought that's out. You thought I was
gonna say he was gonna the offensive peak of Nikola Jokic is.
Oh, you gonna say it's better than Kobe? Nah, don't do that. Nah, this ain't moving me. Going up against DeAndre Ayton and them boys.
Of course, nothing is going to move.
No, what censor does he need to?
There's no censor. Exactly, there is no.
Because he went against Rudy. He went against Rudy Gobert. It didn't move you. He's going against DeAndre Ayton. It's not going to move you. If he goes against Anthony Davis, it's going to move you.
That'll move me.
Okay, so he needs the Lakers.
He
needs the Lakers in the next round. Because if he does it against Draymond Green and Kevon Looney, that's not going to move.
Are you going to move you then?
Nah, because Jokic could get
exactly. So
okay, so then if he goes to the finals, and if it's Al Horford, that's not
no, because I think the Celtics defense and the Lakers defense is an elite defense. I think him going up against those guys, I think it will move me.
Speaking of elite defenses, do you know what the defense of the Denver Nuggets is in the playoffs right now?
Is from what my eye test has been very good.
So far. Chat to the especially this is the argument that they had about Jokic and his defense, like the defense really against Kevin Durant, Jesus Christ. Right now the Nuggets have the 3rd best defense in the playoffs.
Interesting. And I'm not gonna lie, Jokic hasn't been getting picked apart in the pick and roll against the best pick and roll teams in the NBA. So turns out Jokic in the pick and roll in the playoffs only giving up 1 point per possession. Interesting. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe Denver's defensive schemes have adjusted, or Phoenix aren't as good in the.
They hadn't adjusted for whatever reason. People just thought that they were going to do drop coverage, and they're not doing drop coverage. They're meeting Jokic at the level, forcing them to pull back instead of actually attack. And they get the switch back on the ball handler, and then you have Jokic just settle back and scram switch on a baseline.
And no one scored on Jokic in the post, just so you know, in the whole playoffs. Like, there hasn't been one person who's posted up Jokic and they've scored. So, I mean, and I'm not saying Jokic is a great defender. I'm just saying he hasn't been picked apart on defense like people anticipate.
And so what's going to happen is that they're going to go and it potentially going to face the Warriors in an actual offense with an actual offensive engine and Curry is going to go out there and probably embarrass Jokic. And then all these people are going to sit here and say, see, you see, he can't play defense. But there's not a single big in the NBA that can stand in front of Curry. Not a single one. That's what's going to happen.
So you got the Warriors beating the Lakers.
Yeah, I don't think the Lakers are beating the Warriors. I mean,
Why?
yeah.
Because I think the Warriors should have lost to the Kings. I'm not even going to hold you.
Of course you do.
No. I had the Warriors to pick, but based off of the way they was playing, I did not think
everything
outside
goes
of Steph. Outside of Steph, I think the Warriors were just really bad. Like Steph was really just putting that shit on his nuts.
Game 6 Clay.
Yeah, Game 6 Clay. Ain't
What happened to that?
I told you. I was watching Game 6. I didn't see him.
I told you we're gonna get to the bottom of things. So what happened, Dub?
I think he just got too ahead of himself. I'm not even gonna lie.
You think he buys into the Game 6 hype?
I thought he bought it
because I agree with you because the same thing happened in the finals last year.
The same thing happened in the finals, and I think in the Game 6 versus the Kings, he was just taking terrible shots. He thought he was just gonna magically make no, Clay. That's not your game. I think he was just playing too much into it.
Sadly, that is his game though. That's the problem that you keep acting like.
But there's there's a difference between. Klay Thompson is a wild boy, but it just against the Kings and especially against Boston as well, I just think he was just doing it at a level in which he didn't need to.
This is what really happens, chat. And I keep telling Dub this. The games happen when they are down or when the series is even. But if he goes into the Game 6 and they're up, or if he goes into the Game 7 and they're even or whatever, that's when it doesn't happen. And if you go back and you look at this series, when they were down 2-1, Klay came out, 26 points, 60% from the field, 44% from behind the arc, and 100% from the free throw line. Next game, Game 5, 25 points, 52% from the field, 45% from behind the arc, 25 points on 0 free throws. Those were by far his 2 best games. And like I keep telling you, the rest of the series, 22 points on 40% shooting from the field, 16 points on 21% shooting from the field, 13 points on 33% shooting from the field, 21 points on 42%. Like everything else is bad. It's the 2 games that makes his series average, look way better than what it is. But outside of those two games that he plays, he's bad for the rest of the series. That's what's going on.
You're talking about against the Kings, right?
No, in his whole career.
No. The Game 6 Clay is a thing.
It's when they're down.
I walked down it with Marz. We walked down it.
Yes, when they're down.
He had 5 good games and 4 bad ones. We went through.
It's still Game 6 though. It don't matter.
Yeah.
He was up on the Grizzlies. He was up on the Grizzlies, right?
Dub Ticket wants the link.
I'll send Ticket the link. They were.
Also, Dylan Brooks losing his job, and then I don't know how that info gets leaked. And then they also say, hey, under any circumstance, we're not bringing you back. Don't you dare worry about that. That is the most craziest thing in the world, bro. Look, it's a lot of things, man, we get involved into, man. It's a lot.
Hey, Ticket, I sent it to the Telegram, bro. Go check it out. But I'm going to get some other guys up here, though. Let's get some of these dudes up here, man.
Doug.
Finally.
If James Harden went 2 for 12, this is like you would be talking about it this whole entire show, bro. If James Harden went 2 for 12, we couldn't shut you up, bro.
He would be crucifying the poor man. Oh my!
But now that KD's out here 2 for 12, KD doesn't take that many shots like that. I haven't heard you talking about how poor KD shooting was at all. You've been on here for like 2 hours. Speak about it.
It's been an hour. It's been an
hour. Excuse me. Speak on it.
KD played bad. He shot the 3.
Oh, that's all you got to say? But when James Harden plays bad, it's not the same separation as he used to have. No rim pressure. All that.
KD definitely don't have the same separation.
We're watching the same thing. That's all I'm saying.
KD let Rashard Lewis
y'all trying to compare James Harden to KD. That's what y'all doing?
I'm trying to compare KD to Rashard Lewis.
Oh my Jesus!
What are you talking about? See, Junebug, this is the difference.
Nasty
See,
right
Junebug,
there.
this is the difference between. And Ticket, I sent you the Telegram link. Go check on the Telegram, fam. This is the difference, right? James Harden for the whole entire year hasn't been playing on the level of KD. Even in the postseason, James
played
Harden
55 games.
Hold on,
But
let me
okay.
finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead,
James
go ahead.
Harden, even in the postseason, hasn't been playing to the level of KD either. So, of course, if KD's going to have a bad game, I'm not going to apply the same energy to James Harden, where he literally had 1, possibly 2 good games throughout the whole postseason run. So it's not. So you're bringing this up, and it just absolutely means nothing. Kevin Durant was a big reason why they lost game 2, 100%.
He was the reason.
Him not shooting the 3-ball consistently, it was a big part. But come on, bro, there's other factors to that as well.
Yeah, but you didn't say that earlier though.
Oh,
but
man.
okay,
What are you talking about? I didn't say that earlier.
Pause.
No, earlier when he started bringing up how poor his shooting was and his turnover was, you said that's not the reason that they lost the game.
I thought no. I said, and I said, I think the Suns were stupid. I thought the Suns were stupid and sitting here and trying to make Kevin Durant that kind of player, because I don't think that's part of his game.
You think the Suns made KD that player, or he made himself that player?
Exactly.
About just standing out at the 3-point line and operating, just shooting those 12 threes.
Do you think KD made a conscious decision to be more aggressive from behind the 3-point line, or do you think the Suns told him to do that?
I could be both.
No,
Well, which one you think?
No.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in the lineup. I think it's both.
Because I think the way he came out, taking a hezzy 28-footer to start the game.
Yeah,
I think he came out with
It's
a
not
point.
flip. It's not. No. It's not flip flopping.
Dub.
No. Wait. Context. It's not flipping it. I don't know. At the end of the day, I do think the Suns acknowledge the fact, because that's what any team would do, is called making adjustments. I think they will all acknowledge the fact that the reason we lost in game 1 is because they were killing us on the 3-point line. So I think the Suns and Kevin Durant as a whole is going to come to a decision, be like, you know what? Maybe this is something that we need to up. This is something that we need to focus key in on. And Kevin Durant and the Suns took part in, you know what? Let's get this guy at the 3-point line.
I'm gonna explain. I want to say this, Dub, though, because actually, I believe in game 1 after they lost, I think KD did an interview or something along the lines, and he did say that he's gonna become more aggressive from behind the arc too, because of the fact in game 1 they did not shoot a lot of threes, which is a problem with this offense, that and rim pressure. So KD came out swinging from 3 this game, specifically because he had already said that in his post-game interview. So
and again, don't you think that that's a decision that the Suns and Kevin Durant are making together?
I mean,
I said they both can get flack for it 100%. I still think it was a stupid decision.
He still didn't make the shots. Whoever made the
like
decision,
y'all acting like I'm absolving him of blame. I'm not. I'm saying it's both of them.
But you haven't talked about it. Not the same way as you've been talking about James Harden. You've talked about a lot of stuff. Talk about KD's poor shooting and stop blaming it on the fact that the Suns set it up that way. And
I'm not blaming it on nothing. What no.
I'm sorry. Did y'all see Dylan Brooks' response?
No. What did he say?
He said, I was just there as a 3-and-D guy, shoot and play defense. I got way more in my game than that.
Oh, yeah.
He wants a bigger role, chat.
This is what your role is, Dylan Brooks.
He deserves the bigger role.
This is what your role is.
My guy.
That's what your role is.
Dylan Brooks is
you
the
in here
biggest.
too, Dub. You in here too.
He's the biggest troll I've ever seen in my life.
Again.
Dylan Brooks is the biggest troll I've ever seen. I'm sorry, Dub. Go ahead. Go.
No, you good. Junebug. That's why I said you're not.
Is the
that's why I say
inefficiency demon.
Junebug. I never said let's absolve KD of blame. He's not to blame in this game.
I never
do
said
think
he
he's
did.
Okay, so don't act as if I'm.
I said that you haven't brought it up, Dub. That's the point.
Well, I've been talking about James Harden the whole entire time.
But when they brought up KD, you never mentioned how inefficient his shooting was. The things that you said was that the Suns should have set it up like that. I don't know why did they play it into the Nuggets game, blah, 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 blah. You didn't talk about how he missed those shots the same way you would do if James Harden did. You wouldn't say, I don't know why.
Okay, Junebug, listen. I literally just said it before. I'm going to say it again. KD played bad. He's a big part of the reason why they lost, especially him getting locked up in the fourth quarter. I think it was by Aaron Gordon a couple of times. He played bad, 100%.
That's all I wanted to
Aaron Gordon blocked the shot.
Aaron Gordon blocked the shot. It's keeping the same energy, bro. We just haven't gotten to that point. 100%. KD
Ali, man.
So I just want to say this. Salute to I came to the light. I remember we had this discourse low and Marz about the garbage buckets.
The garbage buckets.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. But I'm gonna say this. Now, like watching it, like
you the one who said that.
Yeah. Relax, low. Relax. I'm gonna say this. I definitely came to the light as far as his scoring. Now he's definitely taking a more aggressive approach when they do single him, and he has. Listen. Listen. In the regular season, he doesn't show that. So there's these moments in the games that I see. I don't see the aggression. But like I said, I've been watching him in the playoffs, and he's been murdering Rudy Gobert. Now, here's the arc for me that I would say it would clear and it'll make it like definitive for me. If he goes through AD, I don't think the Looney deep. If he goes through AD, if he goes through Embiid, and if he goes like through the Celtics, along with going through AN and Gobert, then I can't say nothing no more. He's the best. I would like have to say like over Embiid and everything. He'll be the best big.
So you're arguing. We're arguing best big convos right now. We're not even arguing offensive peak. We're arguing best bigs.
I think Jokic won.
For me, no. That's the original. It based off the remember low. We had a conversation in regards from last time. So I said, for me, I need to see it in the playoffs. I need to see the aggression. Marz agreed. He said we just need to see the aggression in the playoffs.
Why are we arguing Embiid? And you say you need to see it in the playoffs.
No.
When the hell have you ever seen it in the playoffs for Embiid? When?
You said what?
In 2020.
When have you ever seen it in the playoffs for Embiid?
In 2020.
When he was going against,
he got swept.
Before he got injured, he was doing his thing, though. What are you talking about?
This year?
Before he got injured applies to every single season of his life.
No,
wait.
That's what.
This year?
No, not this year. I'm not talking about
this year, there was context that you had to put in there. For example, he was constantly getting double teamed, and if he was watching, he actually.
Whoa!
I'm
I know you were part of the.
I'm also trolling. Firstly, I know you're.
Okay. I know you were part of it, but the double team argument was the Jokic argument, but now since Jokic getting single coverage, he now gets to dominate. But again, bro, if y'all are having these conversations, I'm sorry, bro. I'm so far removed from that right now.
It's not. We're not having a conversation now based off this. That's why I said we're having a conversation. I'm just continuing the conversation that we had from last time, and that's what it was. That's because remember, Embiid was doing his thing as well. Remember, that's all I'm related to. I'm not related to right now. I just told you I'm agreeing with y'all. I came to the light, the value of his playmaking. And what I needed to see was the aggression in the scoring when it comes to single coverage. That's what I need because I didn't see it in the regular season.
Last year?
Yes, I did, but I need to see. But it to be continuous. I can't just use one playoff as a sample size.
What year were you using for Embiid?
What year did Jokic not have the scoring aggression though?
Yeah.
In the playoffs, what year did Jokic not have the scoring aggression you were looking for?
No. What I'm talking? No. You guys are mistaken. What I'm saying is I did not see it in the regular season, and when I would see it, it would be in small doses in the play. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't see it to the level that I would consider as domination. Where you guys value domination?
What's that level for you? What made up fucking word do you have? I mean, number do you have for it to be domination?
It's an eye test. It's not a number. I don't understand. I'm not
what is the number?
Lo, I thought we were being respectful today.
Man,
Lo, it's not. But I'm not having.
It's dumb argument.
It's an eye test, Lo. What are you talking about?
This is the Tim Duncan argument. I don't feel like Tim Duncan is dominant enough for me. Because I'm going to make up these miscellaneous standards.
That's not true. I don't have that, Tim Duncan. I don't have that same.
No, I'm not saying for you, but this is the argument.
People have different criteria, Lo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What is it? I'm asking, what is a number for you for it to
doesn't have a specific number.
Look at this stat guy needing numbers. Look at this stat guy.
That's what I said. I don't understand why you trying to peg it with
but that's the problem with the eye test. You get to just make up whatever eye test you want to make up.
No, we just don't use every stat like you, Lo. We don't use every stat in the world.
No. I actually know what I'm talking about, which is why this doesn't surprise me. Nothing that Jokic is doing right now is surprising to me. For half of the community, unfortunately, it is. But I actually know what I'm talking about, so none of this surprises me at all. Y'all sat there, not saying y'all, but people sat there and said that, the Nuggets are going to struggle because of drop coverage and Katie's going to be able to pull up, and that's not how they play defense. And that's how y'all thought they were going to play defense. That's not what happened. I'm telling you, bro, none of this is surprise. None of it is.
To me, this, and I'm going to say this, to me, they look like a 2001 King offense on crack. This team is very high powered. As some like you got like Marz said,
Stop
they have.
comparing them to any other team because Jokic is just better than any of these other players y'all talking about.
No, I'm talking about play style.
It's the same way the
Damn,
Sixers of the
Lo, you
2014
trying to just
Spurs.
challenge everything.
It's just the same way the Sixers of the 2014
If you're not saying Jokic is the best, Lowe's gonna lose.
I'm talking about play style, brother. I'm talking about the way they got back cut. They have a lot of counters to a lot of the movement. Mike Bibby is a shooting. He's not like the playmaker, but he's like a shooting aggressive guard that gets shots. That you know what I'm saying? The movement. That's all I'm saying. I'm just talking about that. What I'm seeing from the back door, from the cutting, from Chris Webber being athletic as well as Aaron Gordon being athletic, but still having some skill. So I'm just seeing the comparisons in the play style and seeing like, yo, this is like a supercharged version of it. Especially with the DHOs and the high pick and rolls and the inverted offense, because Vlade Divac was playing from the high. He wasn't playing low post all the time. He was playing high. They was doing reverse stuff like that. So I'm just saying, like, I see the similarities. That's all I'm saying.
I see a lot of similarities in 2016 Cavs. You know, LeBron and Kyrie, Jamal and Jokic. I see a lot of similarities in there. Great inside presence with Tristan Thompson, just like Aaron Gordon as well. Some bench play.
That's not the same. I see the same. That's not the same. No, now you're reaching, bro. That's not the same. How is it the same? They play completely different.
I see similarities. I don't know. I mean, does Jokic handle the offense? LeBron handle offense. Two front court players handle offense. I see the same thing. It's similarity.
Who's the two front court players handling the offense?
Huh?
Who's the two front court players handling the offense?
LeBron and Jokic.
No.
I see similarities.
He's a wing, my brother. He's a point forward. That's not a front court player. That's a center, bro.
Small forwards are front court players. Small forwards, bro.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I actually have no idea.
Now you're gonna say LeBron plays the same way like Jokic. All right, you got it.
I didn't say he played the same way. And I hope you're not saying Vlade Divac plays the same way as Jokic.
I didn't say that, but Vlade Divac. I didn't say it. I said
that.
it's supercharged. I said it's supercharged.
Yeah, it's a little difference between LeBron and Jokic, but I mean, we might as well make the comparison, right?
Yeah, but Jokic is just supercharged LeBron. Like,
especially he's a fluffier LeBron. You're bigger.
What type of bending are you doing? I'm lost in the source. Like Lowe just taking it to like narrative town. Like we're talking about hoops or we talking about narrative, you. Bro, what are you talking about?
No way.
Bro, you're just bringing up random stuff about the Cavs, bro. What are we talking about?
I'm fine. I'm bringing up.
Let's talk about play style, bro. That's all I'm saying.
No, you're right.
Let's get back to basketball.
I tried to talk about play style the entire year. And y'all talked about narratives, not me. Y'all talked about narratives. I've been trying to talk about basketball the entire year.
Is Lowe spazzing on the chat? Is that what's going on? Because I feel
blood pressure right now.
I know. Wait, hold on. Give me a second.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm trying to understand. I am really trying to understand. Where are we at right now? What are
Lowe's just angry at everyone.
Yeah,
if you're not talking about Lowe's
I'm gonna calm myself down. All right,
Lo, what are you spazzing at, bro? Like I'm mad lost.
The chat said eat a Snickers. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
I don't like Snickers. I can't eat nuts. Pause. Yo, look, man,
that's crazy. Lowe's
great. It's great.
I'm lost in the sauce.
Let Lo go.
It's great defense from the Nuggets, man. You know they played great last night. Execution, great rotations, help on weak side help. Really made Kevin Durant's job much more difficult. And I don't really think there's that much counters that the Suns really have on their disposal. They don't really get enough rim pressure. They don't really get to the basket enough. They heavily rely on jump shot shooting. Now Chris Paul is out. DeAndre Ayton isn't a good rim runner. He doesn't roll to the basket strong enough either to force any type of advantages for anyone else. And they're going to miss Chris Paul now. So they don't have the best passer on the team anymore. They're going to rely a lot on Devin Booker and Kevin Durant to find the open man. They've had times in their careers where they've been really great at that. But I just think that this defense does a really good job at really masking what they do. Great, forcing them to make the tough pass on the weak side. And I just don't see how they're going to be able to get this series off. It's the reason why I predicted them to win in like 4 or 5 games. And it seems like that's what's happening
right now. Hey, I got Nuggets info too. But can we get back to James Harden, bro? James Harden made a quote last night, and I think he was like directing it straight at Dub. He says,
"Yeah, that was the dumbest. That was the dumbest quote I've ever seen."
How was that dumb?
What did he say?
It said, people expect me to be the same scoring James Harden that goes out there and gets 40, 50 points. Then you people talk, oh, you can't win like that, Dub. Then it's like, I'll go out there and get 20 points and 11 assists. And it's he's not the same James Harden no more.
I never said prime James Harden can't win. So
you said that heliocentric players cannot win. Well, when a player is more ball dominant and it's just him going around and
I was talking. I didn't say that. I said it. I said heliocentric play style is very difficult to win. I didn't say he couldn't win at all. Like he was up fucking 3-2 on the Golden State Warriors. I'm not going to sit here and just discount that. What are you talking about? I just said
I'm just going off your words.
I'm telling you, you weren't listening properly. I'm saying that heliocentric players is very difficult for them to win. It just is.
I didn't hear the very difficult part. I just heard that they can't win part.
Because you're listening to what you want to listen to. So
but they really can't though. I mean, they can't win.
So someone needs to find the clip.
It's very hard. That's what
very difficult.
No, they can't do it. Outside of like LeBron, they can't do it.
Unless you consider Magic heliocentric.
I don't consider, but I mean, unless you get him either.
I don't think so. But like I said, James Harden, I hated that quote because at the end of the day, bro, he's not capable of this the whole season. If he was on his own team, there were 7 games he played without Joel Embiid. He was not performing like this. He was not capable of this for the whole season. This is just not.
His role changed. His role changed.
That's why I was like, what do you expect?
So even the games where Joel Embiid was not there, what happened?
What, the postseason?
No,
he's talking about when James Harden was 20-9 on 40, 32, 80 something splits.
Well, are you talking about the regular season? Because you don't care about the regular season, Dub. Why are we talking about that?
I ain't gonna lie, the first round he wasn't that good.
So then, thank you, Lo, because then let's talk about the postseason. The whole entire postseason, besides this one game, it has not been good from James Harden. So again,
his role has changed.
No matter which argument you're gonna bring from you, Junebug, James Harden
his role has changed. He's not been
even in the new role, last series was a bad series. That was a bad series.
Like he's been
what
bad.
What do you guys expecting out of him,
bro?
That's what I'm curious about. What do you guys expect?
I'm expecting more than 17 points on 34% shooting from the field.
Why,
yeah, bro?
Like why?
Stop.
Why are your expectations so high?
The whole thing with James Harden, which is why I hated the quote in which he said, I just don't think he's capable of doing something like this. I don't want to hear, oh, I could have been doing this the whole entire time. My role was just this. No,
he can.
I don't know.
He can.
No, James Harden can't turn back the clock and go back to Houston. James Harden, but based on what I'm understanding,
and I think that's what Dub wants.
I think what he said. I think what James Harden said makes sense. Because when James Harden was putting up the crazy numbers in Houston, what was the complaint of James Harden? This doesn't translate to winning. You're not going to win doing this.
Yes.
And then in Brooklyn, his role changed. He became more of a primary playmaker. And then first of all, they were praising him because Brooklyn looked successful. And then the next year in Brooklyn, he was still in that same role as a playmaker, blah, blah, blah. And then what did the narrative change to? James Harden isn't the same guy. He looks much worse. He's not what he used to be. But when he was what he used to be, you said he couldn't win that way. So what do you really want him to do?
All right, you blithering idiot. Shut your ass up, you blithering idiot. You're a crapper, Dub. You're a crapper. Marz is a capper. And low ass, I don't know what the hell he is, but I know if his ass was here yesterday, he'd have been talking shit and not picking James Harden either. So I'm gonna cook your bitch ass 3 the hard way too, Low. Just because, nigga. Now, like I said before, put some respect on my name, sucker. You lucky I'm in the street right now, Mark. You put some respect on my name, boy. When I came in here yesterday, I gave you the breakdown. You gave me all that fake UK talk. Shut the hell up, man. Nobody want to hear that, man. I told you what was going to happen. I gave you the layout, sucker. I told you what it was. Bow down and boy. Bow down and kiss the ring, boy. And guess what? R.I.P. to the legend Jerry Springer, sucker. R.I.P. to the legend Jerry Springer. And guess what, Marz? Me and Lo was on the Jerry Springer show together, and guess what? They told Lo, nigga, you are not the father. Ticket, you are the father, nigga. So I'm your daddy, boy. Shut the hell up.
You did not give a breakdown. He's just capping. When Ticket's right, he makes sure everyone knows he was right. And yes, Ticket, you was 100% right. Philly won the game. James Harden went crazy. You was right. You did not give a breakdown. What you said was, Embiid's out, Tyrese Maxey's going to score more points. Tobias Harris, when he was in the Clippers,
you exactly what was going on, boy.
I'm not done. I let you talk. You
are a liar. I got you on tape.
You got me on tape. And when I'm done, you play the clip.
I played the tape on my channel. You are a liar, boy. You are a liar. And I'm going to take you. Hold on. I said it here and told you yesterday. I told you that James Harden.
I'm done, you can play the clip.
Turn the titties
When I'm
over
done,
to
you can play the clip.
I told you, hold on. I told you James Harden.
I muted him because I'm talking and he needs to shut
Oh man, Marz
No, I
muted
don't
him.
care. Yes, he
Marz
needs
crazy.
this is my show, and if you're not gonna let me talk, I'm going to mute you because just shut up.
Oh, that is Marz's show.
So I'm going to talk, and he can talk afterwards. What Ticket said yesterday, and what my issue was, he said Embiid's out, and Joel Embiid not being there, James Harden is going to score more points. He's going to go from a 21 point per game scorer and 11 assists. He's going to go up and score more points. Tobias Harris, when he was on the Clippers, he led them to the 6th seed. He can go from 16 points to 19, 20. Tyrese Maxey, he can go average a nice 23, 24. That's not a breakdown. If you believe that's a breakdown of basketball, you guys are all dumb. Now, was Ticket right about what happened? Did he say Philly was going to win one of these 2 games? Yes, Ticket was right. Congratulations, Ticket. I'm not arguing the fact that you got the outcome of the game right. You did not break down anything. And what I said, and you can play the clip, you can play it all you want. What I said was, that's not how basketball works. You don't just miss a player and everyone's scoring production goes up and you win a game. That's not how it works. And then I spoke about Tyrese Maxey, a large portion of his scoring comes off the gravity that Joel Embiid brings, and he's capitalizing off the fact that he's been able to attack closeouts and get downhill and get out in transition. So his game is going to look much different without Joel Embiid. It's not as simple as he's just going to score more points. That's what I said. I never even said Philly were going to lose the game. Because if you remember, you can play the clip. I said I had Philly going to the finals before the season, and I'm not going to change my pick. I literally said that. So if you want to say, oh, Marz, you was wrong, you didn't believe in Philly. I believed in Philly the whole year, with or without Embiid. I said I have them going to the finals. What I did say was you did not break down anything, because you think everything I say, every time I say something, is to argue with you. No, I don't need to argue with you. You were right about Philly winning. What I said was you didn't break down the game of basketball. You just said they're going to score more points. That's not a breakdown. Now, did it happen that James Harden scored more points? Yes, you didn't break down the game. You didn't explain how James Harden is going to score more points or how Tyrese Maxey is going to operate in the offense. You didn't say any of those things. You just said Tyrese Maxey has a lot of guts. That's not a breakdown. That's not.
All right. Can I talk?
Now you can talk.
Okay, because if you want to get breakdowns, now let me break my foot off in the crack of your bitch ass. Now, let's get right to it. First of all, you a goddamn lie. I sat up here and I broke down the game to your sorry ass, but you didn't understand it, you blithering idiot. Now I'm going to tell your ass right now what I said to you. I told you, I said that James Harden now will be able to go away from being the facilitator, and he'll be able to go back to playing how he was playing as James Harden from the Houston Rockets, which means he'll be breaking down the Celtics defense. Why? Because I told you I thought the guard play on the Celtics defense was even with the Houston Rockets guard play. That's what I told you. You guys said, no, I was wrong. Then I told you that Maxey, not only would he be able to up his production and scoring, but he'll be able to get downhill and he'll be able to put the Boston Celtics defenders in drive and go downhill on them. You said no, that was cap, because you said Maxey only really scores off of the throat of Joel Embiid and his presence on the court. That was a lie, because Maxey gave you 26 yesterday and his points was very impactful. You lying ass nigga. Now let me keep going again. Now let's go to Tobias Harris. You guys were sitting up here saying y'all didn't believe what I said about Harris. Now, I don't think you said that, but it was Dookie and that whiskey biscuit ass Chilltown that was up here capping all our records talking shit about that. When I told y'all ass that Tobias Harris could give you 19 to 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. What he gave you last night? He gave you 18, around 8 rebounds, and around 4 assists. And by the way, we always talk shit about Tobias Harris. He been giving you 20 and 8 for the entire playoffs this year, on 57% from the 3. On 56% from the field. Nobody wants to talk about that. They all want to shit on the man, but the man been doing his goddamn job. And like I told y'all yesterday, you put him in a bigger position to where now his attempts are more. He knows that he's going to be involved in the offense more. His production is going to be better, and guys ain't going to be able to shit on him. I told you that their guard play is going to be able to break down the Boston Celtics guards, because I'm not convinced that the Boston Celtics guards are truly elite defenders. Why do I say that? I've seen them getting broke down by the Atlanta Hawks guards. I've seen them getting broken down by numerous. The only guy I seen them really shut down was KD. And we're seeing that that's KD's just washed up. That's what we're seeing. He's washed up. So the bottom line is this. The bottom line is they're going to have the same problems all series long with Maxey. They're going to have the same problems with Tobias Harris. They're going to have the same problems with Melton getting those threes that he was hitting last night. And guess what, sir? You got other problems now, because Paul Reed gave you 13 rebounds and 10 points. He got confidence now. He hit all the big free throws down the stretch when he was getting fouled. So he has a lot of confidence coming off that game. They playing with house money, man. And as I told y'all before, James Harden is a tough cover in this situation because he ain't worried about Joel Embiid. I told you yesterday, Embiid slows them up. Embiid stops them from doing a lot of things that they want to do, especially guys like James Harden, especially guys like Tobias Harris. Yes, I may agree with you that it helps out Maxey in a lot of situations, but for the most part, they're good. Tobias Harris and James Harden are better without Joel Embiid. And to me, that makes a lot of other people better because you ain't coming out just throwing him the goddamn ball every time and waiting to see what he's going to do. Now what we're doing is we're actually playing as a team. We're moving the ball. Harden is driving, kicking to Tobias Harris at the top of the key. Robert Horry style, 3 to the fucking dome. That was a big 3. Tie the ball game. Then you come down, making the big plays at the end. Oh, you want to come guard me, Al Horford on the switch? I'm going to take your ass dancing for the stars, ho. Straight up, 1-2 dribble between the legs, hit him with the shimmy, shake back, step back, bang, in your grill, nigga, in the garden. Game 1, that's your ass, motherfucker ass. And Low, if you want something too low, I got time for you too, dog. Guess what? This ain't no sprint. It's a marathon, boy.
That sounded like a breakdown to me, bro.
Oh no, 100%. It's a breakdown after the game has occurred. He can now break down what happened. Yes. Yesterday, none of this was said. And Ticket, I would love for you to play the clip where you spoke about the game, the series, and then
I've already played the clip on Pro Basketball Updates, my channel. I played your whole clip and exposed your ass this morning. Go look it up, sucker.
I'll look it up, and then
go look it up.
I will look it up.
I expose you. I expose Grill Town, and I expose that shit spoon Dookie. I expose all 3 of y'all ass.
That's fine. I will look it up, and then do you mind if I play the clip here for everyone to listen to what you actually said about the series? And now
you have it.
How all of I'm gonna find it. You guys can keep talking because all this breakdown he just gave was fantastic. I agree with everything he said. James Harden got more in his scoring bag. He didn't have to make as much because he had to be relied on as a scorer. Tyrese Maxey was operating in the pick and roll. He was scoring a lot more. He was less capitalizing on closeouts. He was actually creating for himself. That's true. Tobias Harris was doing similar things. The issue is that's not what he said yesterday. That is not the breakdown he gave yesterday. It's not. And you know why that was?
All you gotta do is go listen to the tape.
Yeah,
the tape
I will. I'm going to find it.
As Marz is looking
that's not what he said yesterday.
Hey Marz, you can go to the 2 hour. You can go to the 2 hour and 38-minute mark of the video yesterday. That's when I started cooking Dookie. When I started cooking Dookie, then Grill Town came in and started running his mouth. Then when I cooked him, then you tried to come in and I finished your ass off. You was dessert.
That's great, and I'm going to watch it, and then I will play the clip for everyone in the chat.
Marz, as you're looking for that, I got some super chats to read off. So, if Celtics don't make it to the finals because of their stagnant offense, does Brad Stevens snatch the clipboard from Mazzulla? Lakers in 6.
Mazzulla's a bozo playing drop coverage. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him?
I don't know if he grabs the but
pack him up though.
There's definitely changes that needs to be made.
Drop coverage, playing drop coverage. Why are you playing drop coverage for? And on top of that, too, you see he's getting into a rhythm, and you keep doing it.
Yeah, but they did the same thing last year, though. They did the same thing last year in the finals.
My thing is, you see the fire burning from that, right? And then you see somebody's getting hot from. It's not like you don't see it happening. He's progressively getting hotter and hotter.
No, for
and
sure.
You continue doing it to the end of the play. I'm going to switch and leave my big man on him because he'll contest that. Yeah, good luck.
Like to the dude in the chat who just said like Ime is better. Like Ime did the exact same thing.
Did the same thing in the Warriors.
Did the exact same thing. The
Warriors against Steph Curry.
Against Steph Curry, all players. He played drop against Steph Curry.
Hey, but see, let me tell y'all something. The difference is between Ime, who strokes you, and this cockeyed coach they got now. Once James Harden would have got to like 20 in the first quarter or 16, whatever he had, Ime's doubling him and getting the ball out of his hands the rest of the night.
He didn't do that to Curry, though.
No. They did not. James Harden was dancing with the stars on. They switched on James Harden all night long. And he danced on all them niggas, Low. He danced on all them niggas.
Why didn't Ime do that last year in the finals against Curry?
He didn't make adjustments last year, bro.
No. Well, it's harder. Hold on. Let me say this to you. Hold on. You made a good point right there, Low, and I respect you a lot. But the reason why it's harder to do that with Curry, he got shooters all around him, bro.
Dub, I have the clip. Would you like me to?
When we talk about Jaylen Brown, when we talk about Jaylen Brown, though, Jaylen Brown's a good player, but he's not a shooter on the level.
Hold on, Marz.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Everyone, I wanted them to finish that. I wanted them to go ahead.
Now we get to see James Harden try to take his game to another level, and because, like I said before, I like it when you're forced into a position to where you can't now play a second role to where everybody gives you a pass if you don't get it done. Now, James Harden is forced in the forefront. So he has to go back to a similar style of Houston. And he's showing he can do that in flashes where he can go get you 35 points.
Can I ask you a question?
rebounds,
Can I ask you a
7
question?
assists.
When
Go ahead.
Embiid was out, with the first 2 games against the Miami Heat, right? Did James Harden elevate his play, or he disvalued his play? Like, what
No,
did
I agree.
he
That
do?
was last year when he was out of shape. This year he's looked completely different.
Well, that's the excuse with James Harden. Y'all always make excuses talking about
Well, no. I'm saying
this
this year. No,
But
I'm
the
saying
thing
this year
is, he did not play well, bro. Let's
do
be
you
honest.
not agree? Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you. Do you not agree he looked better this year than he did last year?
Yeah, he looked slightly a little bit better, but I feel like the
so
things that make James Harden great.
Hold on.
He
So
does
then
not
let me say
have
this
quick.
to
He
you.
does not have quick. He's not quick with the ball. He's not quick at getting to the rim. He don't provide no great rim pressure.
He's still but he's still crafty, and he still knows how to put up numbers, regardless of what we say. James Harden still put up 22 and 11 this year, right or wrong, Chilltown.
Led the league in assists.
And we saying this on his worst day. And how many rebounds is he giving you, Fluent? Hold on, Fluent. How many rebounds is he giving you,
BC
Fluent?
watching our own episodes is elite.
He give you like
Give a dub in
5,
the
6
chat.
rebounds a game.
DC
So we talking about we disrespecting dudes a second option that's giving you 22 a game, that leads the league in assists with 11, and that's still getting you around 6 rebounds a game. Now, but we're saying, hold on 1 second. We're saying if Embiid misses 1 or 2 games in this series, we're not saying that we don't think James Harden can have a virtuoso performance in game 1 or game 2.
No,
just to keep this series knotted up.
No, I haven't seen it. When have we ever seen it outside of
we seen it during the season? Hold on, we seen it during the season.
That's the season. We're talking about the playoffs. The only time we seen it in the playoffs was, I believe, game 4 with James Harden shocked the world and dropped damn near 30. But that's about it. What I'm saying is this: when they missing,
what we asking of him is to give us one of those games in the first 2 games. Let's say Embiid.
We asked for James Harden last year. He didn't do it.
He wasn't in shape.
How
last
long
year.
do you want me to keep
my
playing?
goodness, he's always not in shape. So when
I want to go to the part.
excuse without James Harden.
You want me to go find some more parts?
Don't skip it, Doug. Keep it playing because Grilltown will come in here Marz. Keep it playing.
I want to hear about Tyrese Maxey.
They best rebounder. They best post scorer. They run the offense through Joel Embiid, right? That's a big loss on the team offensively and defensively, bro. Because they don't got no adequate rim protection.
They're 11-5.
They don't got no guy that can provide.
They're 11-5 without Embiid.
But that's regular season. We talk about in the playoffs.
But here's why you a Here's why you a hypocrite. Because you use that same shit against Giannis with the Bucks in the regular season. You said that the Bucks are this good ass team without Giannis, and you use that the Bucks are 11-8.
They are
without
a good team
Giannis during the regular season. But when I'm not saying.
Hold on. That being said, me saying that they're a good team without Giannis in the regular season, I'm not gonna sit there and say they can win a playoff series without Giannis on the Kupo. No,
I didn't say they can win a series. I didn't say that. But I'm saying if Joel Embiid misses the first 2 games of the series,
he's missing the whole series.
Hold on. I looked at Chilltown and I said James Harden, who still as a second option lead the league in assists, who still give you 22 per game with around 6 rebounds, he should be able to get you 1 game. 1.
Here's the problem.
They could have given me 1 game.
Which does make sense, Ticket. But here's the problem. The problem is that injury is way worse. If this was in January, he'd be out till after the All-Star break. He'd be out at least a month. So the idea that he's coming back for this series, I think
not even 100% healthy.
I think Boston makes quick work of these dudes. I think they beat them in 5 games. I do. I think they make.
And even if Joel Embiid play, they don't have to double consistently like the Brooklyn Nets do. They can literally play and beat 1-on-1. They got bodies that you can throw at Joel Embiid and key on those shooters. They got on-ball defenders, bro. Boston Celtics is probably one of the only teams that I know that can put out point of attack resistant wing lineups as well, and they still be a very, very positive on the offensive end, bro. And that's why this team is easily going to the finals, is winning the championship, bro. Because when you got guys that can defend, play, make, shoot, rebound, and actually run an offense that they do, a 5-out offense that they do, bro, and they can space the floor out. They got stretch bigs that can space the floor out, rebound, shoot, anchor the rim, protect the rim as well. Bro, Boston's going to win.
The problem with the Boston Celtics is as good as they can shoot the basketball, they can also shoot themselves out of games.
What are we looking
Jason
at?
Tatum
Absolutely.
Jason Tatum is a prime example.
Yeah,
Marz, can
they
you go
are
to
really
the part
good.
where
No question
y'all was
about
talking
that.
about Maxey?
But they could
Nah, it's coming up right now. Hold on, it's coming up right now.
It's coming up right now.
Things defensive. But with that being said, I look at this Philadelphia team, and with Joel Embiid being as beat up as he is, and how much they rely on him offensively and how much they rely on him, and him not going to be able to be in that lineup, I think they make quick work of Philadelphia.
Totally disagree.
Facts.
I think Doc Rivers in Philly. I think Philly has a better team than what we think, and I think when you got 3 guys who can fill it up, I think we're underestimating the fact that we've seen Maxey be able to step his game up in the playoffs.
Hey, Ticket, was you the same guy that said that Atlanta Hawks going to beat the Celtics?
Ticket coming
Let me finish.
No, he didn't say
We've
that.
seen Maxey. Hold on. We've seen
He's trying to operate
hold
the
on. Let me
offense.
finish. We've seen Maxey be able to get 40-point games in the playoffs. We've seen, and Maxey, the thing he does is he puts immense pressure on the defense of the Boston Celtics. This is something else Chilltown is not telling y'all. Maxey, his style of play and his ability to get downhill puts immense I thought I didn't pressure give a break. on Don't Jaylen get Brown. blithering,
They're not
bitch.
getting the night off.
Let's carry on. Let's carry on.
And then Tobias Harris. He ain't forgot how to score the ball without those guys. Tobias Harris had a good series pretty much in the first round of the playoffs. So Tobias Harris is still a guy that's going to give you around 8-9 rebounds per game. He's a guy that's going to give you around 4
Here's the
assists.
difference though with that.
He's going to give you. Hold on. But listen what I'm saying. Hold on. But listen what I'm saying, OG. That's what I'm saying. I'm still saying Doc got options. It ain't like he losing Embiid and he ain't got no more scoring. They still got 3 dudes that can average 20 plus.
Right. But with that also being said, you talk about Maxey as putting pressure on guys as a transition player, but that's because of athleticism. But Boston doesn't lack that. So Jaylen Brown,
they got guys.
No, I'm saying, but he makes them. It's not like they're gonna get the night off. He makes them defend.
Not, right. And nobody's saying that.
And then, hold on. Let me finish. Hold on, because I'm not finished with my breakfast yet, nigga. So then, not only do he make them defend, guess what? Boston don't got no great interior presence to where they're destroying Philly inside. So now we talking guard play versus guard play, right?
You tell me Robert Williams ain't the good lob threat?
Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem with that.
No way Mookie said, is Rob Williams the lob threat?
Philadelphia's interior presence, he's not going to be around either, which means that's
bad, yo. He's so bad.
What's the point? I'm sorry. I'm so confused.
Yeah, we can.
It was decent breakdown.
I want to make sure everyone.
Keep going, because I'm gonna keep breaking his ass down. Keep going, because you come up right next. You came up next, and I cooked your ass. Keep playing it. I dare you to keep playing it. I dare you to keep playing it. I dare you to keep playing it. He don't want you to see that, Doug. He don't want you to see that, low. He don't want you to see that, man.
I'm bringing it back up.
Yeah, bring it back up. He don't want you to see that. Hey, Doug, I was minding my own, and then Marz came in running his mouth. Look at this play.
Mookie looks horrible in that.
Mookie is terrible.
Mookie stayed being horrible.
Chilltown,
bad. Always down bad, bro.
Grilltown was getting grilled here.
They got better guards.
They got better wings.
And they got bias that you can throw on Maxey and Harden.
100%.
Okay. You gonna learn your lesson this series, sucker. You didn't learn against Atlanta when Atlanta got in 2 games. You gonna learn it. And listen. Them Atlanta guards put pressure on their ass, nigga. They almost took them 7. The Atlanta guards, when the big man Clint Capella didn't want to play like shit,
Paul
they
Regal
almost took them 7.
hold his own on the board. You tell me Paul Regal get some rebounds.
I'm not talking. Listen, I'm gonna say this one more time. Bro.
You got 13 rebounds.
Maxey has shown us that he can be a big-time playoff performer. Last year, he was the second best player on the team in the playoffs. He was putting up big numbers. We acting like he don't exist. We acting like Tobias Harris ain't a good player.
Yeah, Tobias is really the X factor.
Keep this capping that shit out, man.
If Tobias can,
I guess I do want to say people not really.
Mookie was so off.
Maxey giving me like 23 and Harden giving me around 25. I got a shot.
Wait, what? No, you're gonna need. I will say this: you need more than that.
No, but y'all.
I'm not finished yet. Hold on, I'm not finished yet. Keep going. I'm DJ Khaled, nigga. I've been cooking them niggas. Free the hard way, nigga. Hold on, keep going, because Marz gonna open his mouth, and now he gonna get
I'm
cooked.
talking right now.
It doesn't make much of a difference.
Oh, it's not.
The Wi-Fi's acting up. Damn.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. The Wi-Fi ain't acting up. The Wi-Fi acting up when I start cooking these whole ass niggas.
It's not my fault. What do you want me to do?
It's like 3 the hard way. And look, you can hate me as much as you want to hate me in the comments section. You can't take away what I spoke was 100%.
It's playing.
I do want to say,
Marz, can we hear your predictions on this series?
I had Philly going to the finals before the season.
Yes, he did.
And Joel got hurt.
Oh my God!
I do want to say, Ticket broke it down in the beginning.
Reevaluating things, or
I've been wrong about it. every series.
Nah, keep playing it, dog.
I'm playing it. It's just lagging, so we gotta be patient. Let me lower the quality.
It make much of a difference, but
yeah, lower the quality. We don't need the quality. Go ahead.
There we go.
The stuff I've just heard for the past 5 minutes, pure nonsense and pure stats, and
It was all right, cokehead. Now keep going. Keep playing. Keep playing the video.
Yeah, you're the one talking.
Because I'm cooking your ass next.
Yeah, so
every time he's played Boston, he's been
keep
terrible.
playing the video, dog. Don't get
Also,
scared.
Someone putting up just 23 points a game, like that doesn't mean much. Like it's about the value of the points. Tyrese Maxey, large chunk of his offense comes off the gravity that Joel Embiid brings. His ability to get downhill comes off the fact that he's attacking closeouts, off the fact that Joel Embiid's drawing double teams. So just because Joel Embiid isn't there doesn't mean he's just automatically going to score more points, because he's going to have to create for himself more.
And that nigga scored more points, nigga.
Let it play.
And how many points this guy can put up, and that's not how basketball works.
I'm not blindly spewing out anything. I
That's
actually
a good point. I ain't gonna lie. That's a good point.
So what the hell you talk about?
You
I
spewed out.
actually play
Oh,
They do. That's why I said
man,
that.
we just getting excited.
It's making it more difficult for the 76ers.
That's fine. You can play both. All you did was say James Harden 22 and 11.
You the same
Make that go up to 25.
You the same dude said Steph Curry.
Is there any more tickets?
Nah, Marz.
My Wi-Fi
You the
clearly
same
ain't
dude
supporting. I
that
was
said Steph
wrong.
Curry
I
couldn't
was
get 2
wrong.
games in a
I
row.
was wrong.
And it's
Oh,
about
well,
nuts
now we're
and
talking
guts.
about-
And I know about it because I understand about being in them type of situations.
enough
Guess
tickets?
what? Stats don't tell that shit that's inside your chest.
then why did all you
and I'm gonna say this to you right now. I like Maxey. I think Maxey has a lot of heart. I think Maxey will accept the challenge. I think Maxey likes challenges like this, to where he is empowered and given more responsibility. I think Maxey won all the smoke. So all that shit you talking about, what he did and he didn't do, well, we'll see. Game 1's tonight, right, sucker? Ain't game 1 tonight, Chilltown?
Yes.
So
Like a lot of yelling.
on these niggas, and I don't.
All right, so that must be enough, right? Yes.
That sounds like a lot of yelling.
No, I'm
let me.
Okay.
What happened was Ticket was right about everything that happened, everything that unfolded. Tyrese Maxey had 25 or whatever. James Harden exploded for 45 points. He was right. I never argued just now 10 minutes ago that Ticket was wrong. I never said he was wrong. The issue the chat seems to have here is they seem to think I'm arguing that Ticket was wrong about what happened in the game. No. What Ticket said, and you listened to the whole tape, the closest thing to a breakdown you got was Tyrese Maxey can get to the rim. That's it. That's the closest thing you got to a whole breakdown. He spoke about James Harden.
I also talked about. Hold on.
Let's listen to the clip.
I also hold on. That's not true. I also talked about the suspect defense of the Boston Celtics. I also talked about. Hold on. I also talked about how Maxey can expose the Boston Celtics defense with his ability to drive the ball downhill, attack these guys. Hold on, Marz.
Okay,
hold on. I also talked about how Tobias Harris' role will become bigger now, and he'll be more empowered to actually be able to play his game, which will help the team, because without Joel Embiid on the court, now you don't got to come down and worry about giving him the ball 25 times. And now this dude sitting in the corner or just waiting for some kind of bullshit action to happen. No, now he's actually involved in the game. Then if you kept playing it, I told you whole ass niggas about how Doc Rivers is going to come into play and how he had a big part in this, because he was going to empower those guys and allow those guys to actually step up and play more of their game. He was the one encouraging James Harden to go out and beat titties over titles like he was in Houston. If you'd have kept playing the tape, you'd have heard all that. This is all true. You guys disrespected Doc Rivers. And guess what? Doc Rivers went and got the biggest win on the season without Joel Embiid in the playoffs on the road in game 1. And I'm going to tell you something. If lightning strikes twice and he does it in game 2, the Boston Celtics ass is toast, nigga.
Okay, are you done? Are you done now?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to say this one more time. If you guys in the chat don't know what a breakdown is, that's fine. What Ticket said?
No, you gave a breakdown, and I gave you how the game was going to go.
No, hold on, Marz. Don't
No, I'm muting him because I let him talk, so he needs to let me talk. What you guys don't know, clearly don't seem to understand, is someone saying what's going to happen in the game is not breaking down a game.
Predictions. That's predictions.
That's not what that is. Now, was he right about his prediction? Yes. He didn't say any of how it would unfold. He said Tyrese Maxey is great at getting to the rim and that Boston's guard play is questionable. That's what he said. Now, and then I said...
I didn't tell you that it was going to be okay, go ahead, Marz. I didn't tell you how it was going to unfold. Okay, cool, no problem, Marz.
And then what I said in rebuttal to that is Tyrese Maxey, A, has struggled against Boston all season long, which is a fact. And then also what I said was a large part of Tyrese Maxey's offense is predicated off playing of Joel Embiid's gravity. So you can't just assume he's going to score more points because he's going to be playing in a much different role. And basketball doesn't just work in the fact of a player's missing, this player scores more points. Now, was Ticket right about Tyrese Maxey scoring more points? Yes. Now, does that mean he broke down how it would happen? No. My whole argument.
Yes, I did. I literally told you that he was going to be putting immense pressure.
You have such a hard time with letting me finish when I let you finish all the time.
Go ahead, Marz. Go ahead, Marz.
Now, my whole argument I had with Ticket yesterday and today has never been about whether or not what he said would come true. Because I never even argued that James Harden wouldn't have a good game or any of that. What I argued was the whole point you were making was Tobias Harris is going to have a bigger role. He's going to score more points. Tyrese Maxey is going to average like 23, 24. James Harden can give you like 25. And you said, if they give me that, we have a chance. My whole argument was that's not breaking down how those things are going to unfold. Now, what you did say, and what I said you already said was Tyrese Maxey is going to get downhill. He's going to put pressure on the defense in that way. And Boston Celtics guard play isn't great. If that's what constitutes a breakdown to you, then
no,
fine.
Marz. I was at that point when I said that, my brother. I was answering.
Hold on, give me a second. I do want to say
that's all I was saying.
I need Marz to understand this because everybody in here heard the same thing. Everybody in the chat, everybody up here. As I was hearing that, the breakdown mainly happened in the beginning. Ticket did talk about James Harden, his ability to be making those shots, making the mid-range, making the three-point, because now he has the ability to do that.
No, he said he'd be in the no, Dub, you just lied. He said he'd be in the forefront and take on a larger scoring role. He did not say any of what you just said.
He did.
You just made that up.
Ticket. I swear to God, he did. I swear he did.
Dub, I promise you just made that up.
No, he talked about him making shots because now he has the ability of him making the mid-range and three ball 100%.
You just lied.
Never said mid-range.
The first thing I talked about was James Harden. The first thing I talked about was James Harden.
Now this is semantics. He talked about max and fiction. He talked about him making the
This is what he said. This is what he said. He said with Embiid out, James Harden is going to be in the forefront and is going to have to take on a larger scoring role, and he can have a virtuoso and put up 35, 40 points. That's what he said.
I said he's going to be able to go back. I said he's going to be able to go back. I said he's going to be able to go back to the ball handling when he's dribbling off when he's catching it off the dribble, coming, putting dudes in drive, pulling up for the step back threes, getting dudes in a one-on-one ISO situation. Hold on. My man in here looking like a dusty ass. Hold on, my man in here looking like a dusty ass Cool Mo D. You ain't in this, dog. So you stay out of this, dog. Hold on. But back to y'all, Lo. Hey, Lo. Not only did I cook Marz ass on that, but this nigga turned his back on Steph Curry. He turned his back on Steph Curry. The same Steph Curry, all that capping for last year, he swore up and down that Curry couldn't get 2 wins on the road. And I told these niggas, I said Curry will march into Sacramento in Game 7 and take that shit, nigga. Now you don't even need more of a breakdown than that. I told you what was gonna happen, nigga. Sometimes you don't need a breakdown. Sometimes you go in that motherfucker. Hold on. Sometimes you go in. Hold on. But I did give you I did give you a breakdown of the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. And the reason why it was easy to do is because, like I said, everybody now is more empowered to play their game without Embiid. Bro, listen, they're more dangerous without Embiid against the Celtics. Because the Celtics don't have interior presence that can actually come back at Embiid. So you don't have to worry about big men getting 25, 30 points a game in this series and Embiid having to be an equalizer to them. Now we talking guard play versus guard play. Maxey last year showed me he can accept and he can take the role of being a big-time playoff performer. Why? Because he was a second-best player last year in the playoffs. He showed me he had the ability to step up in those moments and really have big performances. It was James Harden who didn't play well. But guess what? James Harden goes back to his main role now, to where he can play like he did in Houston, where he can take dudes off the dribble and go to those step backs, go to the mid-range, get in the cup, and hit dudes with the floater. Now he can do all of that now. So now what you've done is you've allowed dudes to readjust and get back more so into their positions. Tobias Harris, now his 18, 19, 20 points per game is more seen now because Embiid, Harden, and Maxey ain't in his way. So guess what? You focusing on James Harden when he's driving to the cup. Harden, great court vision, catches Maxey, 3 to the dome, tie ball game. These are big shots. But Maxey probably wouldn't have had that opportunity if Embiid's on the court, because you're probably going through Embiid as he's standing in the middle of the court and everybody's standing around watching him play. So now they're more dangerous because they got 3 guards who can attack you and they can score off the dribble. They can create their own shots. And so now the Boston Celtics got their hands full, bro. And if I was Boston, I'm gonna tell you what they really need to consider doing is putting Derek White ass on the bench and starting Malcolm Brogdon. Because they cannot afford to have Derek White, and they shot 65% and lost this game. They're in trouble. They're in trouble, Lo. They shot 65% and lost that game. They're in big trouble, bro.
I do need Marz and Lo to listen because before what y'all gave me an example what was said in the video. Ticket did talk about James Harden being able to hit the shots and hit the jump shots. When I was listening to that, he was talking about jump shooting 100%. He was accurate in that. He was accurate in Tyrese Maxey. He was accurate in the Boston Celtics and how they struggled against the Atlanta Hawks and how their point of attack with the guards.
Those are
is
predictions,
those are
though.
those are no
Is that
those
a
are breakdowns.
breakdown?
Those are
Is that a breakdown?
Those
Those
are
are
breakdowns.
Yes, that's a breakdown. That's a breakdown because listen, again, I'm like I said, if the left one don't get you, nigga, the right one will. Bro, it's a breakdown because guess what? It's an easier series for the Boston Celtics if Embiid plays. Why? Because they know that Philly's gonna play through Embiid most of the game, right? So now we can focus. Hold on. But let me Junebug. But let me tell you why they're in trouble. Because now those 3 guards, those main guards on their team, Marcus Smart, Tatum, and Brown, now they gotta sit in the chair. They don't get no vacation with Maxey. That's what I was telling Marz. Because Maxey's going to constantly be in attack mode when he get the rock. James Harden can put you in attack mode. Tobias Harris can go get his own bucket. He can score from the perimeter and hold on. He can score from the perimeter and post you up. And now all 3 of those dudes are more of a threat without Embiid being on the court. So now you went from a series to where we're focusing everything around Joel Embiid to now it's more of a everybody, you understand what I'm saying, can cook you. Now we got Melton out here hitting 3s. So now you got to think about him next game too. They got a lot of problems. Normally the Celtics can lock down. Hold on, think about this and I'm going to let y'all go. Normally the Celtics have looked good when they can key in on one person. They look good when they can key in on KD because they don't think the other guys can kill them. They look good when they can key in on Giannis because they don't really trust the other guys to really kill them like that. They look good when they can key in on Joel Embiid because all the other guys is really out of the game because we're throwing it to Embiid. Now, guess what? When you take those main characters out the picture, and you got 3 dudes like Philly got that can go get. That's what I was saying. Tell them Marz 20 plus a game. Now you have a real problem because now it's pick your poison. That's why I told Lo. I was like, Lo, they didn't double team James Harden, but guess what? James Harden lead the league in assists. So if you double team him, he knows how to get rid of the rock, and he knows who to get the rock to. And they did all this, and PJ Tucker didn't even take a shot. Now imagine if he hits 3 or 4 threes in a game this series. You're really in trouble. The Celtics are in trouble, bro. They're in trouble.
I do want to say one thing though, which
there's no Embiid.
Hold on, fellas. Hold on.
Junebug.
Hold on.
Only I'm just saying is the thing that y'all, and I don't think that what Ticket said was really Mookie looks crazy because my goodness, Mookie, every single last thing he was denying ended up happening. Jesus, even to the Paul Reed rebounding. Jesus, it's completely
that's the goat right there, Paul Reed.
The one thing though that y'all allow Ticket to get away with a lot is that Ticket has made so many takes at this point that he's covered regardless of what happens.
That's not true. Hey, hold on, that's not true. Lo, let me say one thing. Let me ask you a question, Lo. Hey, Lo, you may get up today, right? And you may think, hey man, I want to drink Kool-Aid. But when you get up, you may say, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna go drink a soda. Bro, listen. I may think one thing one day, and I may see something that make me change my thought. I'm gonna change my mindset. In this series, I would have picked the Boston Celtics had Joel Embiid played. But when I seen Embiid wasn't gonna play, I had to think about this thing. I said, hold on, bro. That puts everybody else in play. That puts a lot of pressure on the defense of the Boston Celtics, and they've already showed me they don't like it when you got multiple guards that can handle the ball and go get buckets. That gives them problems. I've seen this over and over with them. It happened with the Warriors. It happened with the Hawks. It happened with other teams they're supposed to eliminate. They like it when you got one key guy that really is a driving force of your team. So when Embiid plays, they can ball down and key down on Embiid. Why? Because they know Doc Rivers going to go give Embiid the ball 25, 30 times a game.
I get that. I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. But
right. So I'm saying that's why my mindset changed because the information changed. When Embiid's not playing, now everything's off the table from what I was thinking before.
I get that, but it's not everything because if Harden struggles in this series, your argument will be I told y'all he's not better than Iverson.
No, I didn't. All I said was, hold on.
I'm telling you, that's what you're gonna argue.
No, all I said was he can get you one game. That's all.
I'm saying in a general sense. If Harden were to struggle, you're gonna say Harden is not better than Iverson. I told y'all.
But nobody thinks he is except for you and Marz.
Like most people believe he is.
No, they don't. Most people don't think James Harden better than AI. The niggas in Philly don't even think that.
I do.
It's Philly.
Harden's over AI. Harden's over AI.
Wait, and then we can go to the West. I am waiting for the day for you to acknowledge Jokic. I'm waiting for it.
Listen, hold on, Lo. I give you one thing. Jokic is doing what he's supposed to do. And what do I mean by that? He's dominating dudes he's better than. He's better than Cat. He's better than whoever the hell he playing over there with DeAndre Ayton. So he's doing what he's supposed to do, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't have no problem giving him his respect. He doing what he's supposed to do. But guess what? They don't win game one if Jamal Murray don't go dancing with the stars. He won game two. Hold on. He won game two. Hold on. But he won. I know. I'm with you. Hold on. Lo. He won game two. I'm with you on that, Lo. I'm not saying. Listen. I'm not saying that Jokic is garbage. He ain't this. He ain't that. I wasn't saying that he was an MVP this year. That's all I was saying, in my opinion. Now,
he wasn't an MVP because of non-deep postseason runs, even though he's about to go deep.
No. I'm saying it's cool. No. It wasn't about that. I just thought that other dudes played better than him this season.
He just thought Giannis was the MVP.
This who Lo really has.
Oh, nice. Hey, Lo just got eliminated the first round.
Ooh.
I'm not trying to come in here and argue with you, Lo. I agree with some of the stuff you're saying. Like when you watching Jokic, you can't say he garbage. But I know one thing you say garbage. No. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying. But I know one thing you can't say now. Niggas can't come in here capping for KD.
And there it is.
Niggas can't hold on. Niggas can't come in. Hold on, Lo. Niggas can't hold on, Lo.
He can trash Jokic. If the Denver win, he can trash KD. He can play both sides.
No. That's how it. Hold on, below. That's how it goes. You get it done. You get praise. Low.
Cut it out.
You get it done.
If the Nuggets lose,
I'm
completely wrong.
No. If you're facing two guys, if there's two guys in the postseason series facing each other that you have, let's say, agenda towards. Like you will be, no matter what, you'll be in a win-win scenario.
Every series, Dub. Let's go to the Warriors.
It's not every series. What are you talking about?
I don't think it's every series.
Yeah, it was like that with the Warriors too.
Hold on. I picked the Warriors when everybody picked against them. I picked the Warriors when everybody picked.
That's a lie.
No, that's not a lie. Hold on. When everybody picked the Kings, hold on. Everybody picked the Kings, nigga. I picked the Warriors, nigga.
I'm not saying that you can't. You're gonna pick a team. I get that.
He chose the Kings.
You're gonna walk out of a series.
Nigga, I slap me in the goddamn face for lying on me, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? Hey, you a hoe? Hey, bro, listen. We got the tape. I picked this. Hey, yo, Dub, you was in here. I told everybody, Steph Curry will march into that arena and win Game 7. Grilltown bitch ass, and the rest of them dudes told me I was a lie. That's what they said.
Playoffs started.
Go ahead.
All I'm saying is, if you go to the Warriors, if the Lakers lose, I told you, bro, they ain't really built for that, bro. Didn't I tell you before the playoffs started? LeBron, he quitting on his team. He ain't really serious. I told you that's what's gonna happen. If the Warriors lose, $100 million man Draymond.
No, if the Warriors lose, LeBron James, he clearly clears Curry for the generational player. If Curry smokes LeBron, hold on. What do you say about that, Lo? If Curry smokes LeBron again and goes on to win a chip,
I already have him winning the series. I think they're going to win.
No. I'm saying if Curry smokes, hold on. No. I don't want you dancing around. Don't dance around the question. This ain't Dancing with the Stars, nigga. I asked you if Curry smokes LeBron and goes on to win his 5th championship, another Finals MVP, does he pass LeBron James?
No, he passed Magic though, but not LeBron.
No, I asked you, do he pass LeBron? So how many times you got to whip this man ass and go win a chip?
Because he's not a better player than him, so he's not going to be better than him.
Hey, I got some. Hey,
but Dub, you see what I'm saying? If the Warriors lose, $100 million man Draymond, oh man, where was he at? Where the defense at? If the Lakers,
it's not. Hold on, Lo.
If the Lakers,
he did it to himself. Draymond just came out and said that he asked to go
every series.
No, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying with that. My thing is,
it don't matter the outcome.
It don't matter.
My thing is, there's a lot of times in scenarios where you feel me. We got two guys
every series.
All right, so you got the King series and the Warriors. What else?
Every series.
I just said.
What else?
You said Denver and Phoenix.
I said the Denver
and
Phoenix one. I said the Lakers and Warriors. This series as well.
What about Denver? Hold on. What about Denver and Phoenix? What did I say?
If the Nuggets lose, you're gonna be like, told you. God, y'all jumped the gun on Jokic. I jumped the gun on Jokic.
No, hold on. If the Nuggets win, come on. If the Nuggets, hold on, low. If the Nuggets win, I still don't think he was an MVP of the regular season. That's not gonna make me change. That's not. Hold on. If he loses this series, that's not gonna make me change and say, "Hey, yeah."
I'll say it again. You jumped the gun on Jokic. He's not that good of a player. You said he was all.
No, I said he's not. I said he's not the MVP.
He just have a lot of agendas though against.
That's my point. The only series where he's going to definitively lose is when Spoelstra out-coaches Thibodeau. That's the only one.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know. Even then, that helps.
I don't know, Lo. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and that does help the Jimmy Butler agenda.
But Lo, I don't know because we all have a lot of agendas. It's just we know Ticket. He just got a lot.
Not every single series, dog.
But Lo, it's Ticket, fam. Like he has agendas against damn near everybody.
Okay, so that's my point. Ticket can come up here and say that he's right regardless.
I see now.
Because I remember, and this isn't the Ticket. I remember I went to Ticket's page and we were arguing, and it wasn't with Ticket, it was somebody else. And they had this whole spew about, I had a whole back and forth about, what about when Jokic did? It was a whole
but you have a lot of agendas too. KD and the Suns one is one because you're proven right about them, and then the KD Suns, you're good on that part, right?
Okay.
And then
but that's all predicated on one outcome. If KD loses and the Nuggets win, I'm right on that. But if the Nuggets lose and KD wins, I'm completely wrong on that.
No, bro. Listen, I've already told you. Hold on. I've already told you before the series. I don't think KD is that nigga. Hold on. Unless KD win the chip, I have nothing to say about KD that changes.
No,
I still feel the same way. Hold on, low. I feel the same way whether he win this series or not. Unless he win the chip, I'm gonna say the same shit I've been saying about him, win or lose this series.
If Jokic
with Jokic,
series,
it don't change to me. Hold on. He don't become the He don't become the MVP in my eyes of the regular season just because he won this series. That shit don't change him. Lose this series.
Who's the best player in the league?
Steph Curry.
You see? When he was trying to force,
he proved it. Come on.
No.
He proved that.
Stop.
He didn't prove that. Come on. Did he not prove that?
No, stop. When he was trying to force Marz and I to answer who's the best player, it wasn't Curry and Giannis. It was Curry and
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Hey, Giannis won and Curry too. I'll pull it up. Hold on. Okay, so look, come on. How much money you got right now? Hold on. How much money you got right now? Hold on. Hey, Dub. Ask this nigga how much money. Hey, Lo, hold on. Dub. Ask him how much money he want to bet right now. Low. I got the video, Low. I got the video.
All year long.
I got the video. You're not hearing me. I got the video on my phone. When you asked me who are the top players in the league, I said Giannis 1, Curry 2, nigga. Now, if you want to bet, I'll give you $1,000 right now.
Okay, wait. How far? How about
right here on Player Choice?
How about this? How far down is Jokic?
No, I told you. Hold on. I had Giannis 1, Curry 2, and I had Jokic 3, and I had Joel Embiid 4. Go look at my list, nigga. I ain't lying.
So what does Jokic have to do to be one?
To be number one?
We can get this now, yes.
Win the chip and be the finals MVP, nigga.
Okay.
Bet. Listen. I got some super chats and I'm going to get some other guys up here. Just give me 1 second. Joe Mazzulla don't blink, so he better make an adjustment. That's funny as hell, actually. KD to the Warriors next season from Dashy. Cruising Nation. If people know Suns have no bench, nobody can shoot outside of D-Book and KD. Why do people expect KD to win? Clearly, Denver is better. That is actually.
I don't expect them to win. I don't. The problem is, I said that they're not going to win, and we gave a breakdown to why they're not going to win. Weak rotation players, lack of floor spacing, Chris Paul getting no rim pressure because he only got to the basket 26 times the entire season. We've already done this, and the response from people was they're going to win just because KD's on the roster. And so if that's your response,
then we now have to give all the onus of Kevin Durant to win the series because that was what y'all responded with.
Hey, Lo, I agree with you. Now, Lo, let me ask you one question. Now, watch this, Dub. Now, Lo, now if KD wins this series, does that change your opinion about KD in some way?
If he wins it, if he wins it,
yeah.
How does he win it?
No, I'm saying if he wins the series, if they come back and KD wins the series, he leads the Suns and they win the series.
What? How does he win it?
No, you don't get the breakdown until after it happens.
No. I ain't no breakdown. Come on. I'm gonna say it again. If he leads the Suns from down 0-4 and he's the leader, he's the driving force that leads them. I'm asking you that. I'm asking you, what is your thoughts on him if he does do what you said?
How does he? If he ticket? This is the thing that like you're missing. If he does it by just making a bunch of tough jump shots, no, because I already believe that's who he is anyway. If he does it by getting rim pressure and he's doing a whole bunch of new things that I don't expect him to do, then it can change. But
so it matters to you. Hold on, it matters to you how he does it, not if he does it. Being the main guy, because it matters to me because I'm judging on him how he plays. That's how. But you just said that you don't think he could win the series. But if he leads the team, hold on, right. No. But I'm saying if he leads the team his way, but he leads them to come back and win the series, then you would not adjust your opinion on him because you say he has to do it and do something you haven't seen him do in order for you to change your opinion on him.
Because why? What? I don't think he's going to be able to do it doing this way. He would have to do something different. But my opinion on Kevin Durant isn't based off of him winning and losing series. It's based off of who he is a ball player and the inabilities of what that's going to provide to his team. That's how I'm judging Kevin Durant. How I judge every player. So that's the limitations of who he is. That's it.
I got some more super chats to get to. Lo, where do you see the Lakers/Dub series at? I think you've answered that already.
Warriors.
6 Warriors. The Trib won. Bruce Brown, Christian Braun, and Jeff Green is the Nuggets' deep bench. That's it. Don't make excuses for the Suns.
Don't disrespect Thomas Bryant, man. Don't disrespect Thomas Bryant.
Disrespect them. The Suns can run something else besides ISO and pick and roll. Christopher D, is Jokic touch around the glass as good as Tim Duncan's?
Yes.
He has better touch than Tim Duncan.
Word up. Drink more water. Salute to Drink More Water, bro. Pleasure seeing you back here. What is the starting 5 for the all talk no game team? So far, I got Pat Bev at PG and Dylan Brooks at small forward. Who fills out the other positions?
And why you said Dylan Brooks, I told y'all that this dude's going to be out the NBA for what he did. He did some shit that's going to screw his ass up. He talked that shit, and he don't know how long LeBron's arm reach in the NBA. I'd be surprised that nigga get a job. I'd be surprised he get a job in the league after this season.
He's still better than once it's gone in. But yeah.
Does anyone want to give the small forward the power forward shooting guard or center for the no talk?
I don't know enough about.
I don't know who. I don't really pay attention to who really be talking.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't really care.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No offense to the question.
Is KD an overall good 3-point shooter? Because I look at his percentages from 3 from 2011 until now, and volume in which he takes, and it's kind of sus.
Yes, he's a good 3-point shooter. Yes.
What? Jesus.
Low rank Jokic offensive peak. Get nasty. Pause from King Cat.
I already know where I have it. I already know where I have it.
Don't do that, Lo. Don't
say it out loud. Say
it out loud. You already know I have it, and you already know. You already know who Kobe. You already know who Curry gonna be over when he win this championship if he wins it.
Hey, hold on, Doug. Hey, Doug, hold on 1 second. So Marz and Lo, who y'all got winning game 2 in Philly versus Boston?
I'm assuming Boston. I don't think Philly is probably going to run with the same level of attentiveness, and hopefully Mazzulla makes some type of adjustments on the drop coverage. Hopefully he does more switches. Hopefully he brings Rob Williams more in action and doesn't allow him to be backline help all the time, so he can get away with a bit more switches and kind of get Harden out of his rhythm early on. Because if Harden has the ability to just have big games like that again, you have to just take him out and make sure he doesn't have those type of games. I also didn't like the way that they handled ISOs on Tobias. They should make Tobias Harris a passer. I don't know why he wasn't trying to make him a passer either. I think there's easy adjustments to be made for Boston for them to get game 2.
Are you hold on? I want to ask Marz that same question too. But are you sure that what you're saying is true? Bro, the team shot 65% from the field. They won the rebounding battle. and they still lost the game, bro. Bro,
They just need to defend better, though.
And we know Tatum. Tatum had 39 last game. He could F around and have like 18 the next game on bad shooting, bro. And that's how he get down. And with James Harden, I can combat you by saying this. Harden don't got to go for 45 necessarily next game. Harden get you 25 and 12, 13 assists and still beat you because he can skin a cat more than one way. So they double team Harden. Harden does know how to get rid of the rock and get guys in scoring position. We have seen Maxey be able to step up and get 30, 35 points in a playoff game. We seen him get 40 before in a playoff game. So he can go off for 35. Tobias is averaging 20 for the playoffs. Melton is confident, right? He's hit some threes. And then you still got a couple other guys over there that can give you a little bit of production. I think PJ Tucker can get you 1 or 2 threes. He didn't take a shot the whole game. He the only player since 1954 that hadn't shot a field goal in by playing 37 minutes in a playoff game.
I think that to answer the bigger question is, I think that the game from Maxey, if you're Boston, you're living with, because it's not like he shot that well from the field. You're living with that performance from Maxey. The two that you need to adjust, Tobias should not be having that many points and not making him a passer. He needs to be more of a passer, get the ball in his hands as much as possible. And same with Harden. Don't allow Harden to just go off with drop coverage. All I'm saying is they have the personnel to make the defensive adjustments for it not to happen again. I don't think they'll be able to pull off 2 wins.
Got you. Let's get
hold on, Doug. Marz, who you got winning game 2?
Philly in 4.
Oh my God.
Philly in 4, 5. Shout out to Dylan from the BMG show. Just got rejected by Memphis on returning next year. Also loving my finals pick, by the way, at least with Denver and maybe Philly.
Philly's getting to the finals, don't worry.
Okay, bet. Jason the Kid, laughing emojis 3 the hard way. Alan R. Marz and Ticket is like Magic versus Bird. Ruinous Hippo. Love Ticket. He really does cook. Lars.
We go back and forth. Marz, my guy, I like Marz. I like talking shit to him, but he was wrong about this shit.
Okay, bet. Ruinous Hippo again. Yeah, Ticket cooked as usual. Another one from Ruinous. W Show, W Marz, W Ticket, W Dub, but dang Ticket cooked.
Logo, no W. That's crazy.
No W, man.
Legend of losing.
No W, man.
Legend of losing, man. Not a breakdown. It was a W bet. Saying these players will play better isn't a breakdown. You called it, Ticket, not a game plan, nor breakdown.
I didn't. Hold on. What are you talking? Do you even know what a breakdown is? Do you play basketball? I mean, I thought you even play basketball. You know what a breakdown is, bro.
You don't know him. He's in the NBA, Ticket. That guy who just sent the super chat. He's in the NBA. It's KD.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. Listen, I'm just saying. I mean, I honestly, what Lowe just said, Lowe gave a good breakdown, right? A quick breakdown of what he thought is gonna happen. But I can counter that even in an even easier way, like I just did. And Lowe gave me a breakdown, and I gave Lowe my breakdown in response. That's a breakdown, nigga. Now who's right?
We breaking everything down, fam. Let's get right.
Hey, and Lowe, when you gonna put respect on Doc Rivers' name? You lying bastard. When you gonna come put some respect on Doc's name? Y'all shit all over Doc on his channel, bro. And I know he hear that shit. Put some respect on his damn name, nigga.
Hey, I personally don't give a fuck about Doc Rivers. Don't care. All I know is that he's not a better coach than Eric Spoelstra. That was the only argument that I made.
All right, so if you whooping on his ass, I don't want to hear shit this year, nigga.
He's not, though.
Is he better than Budenholzer?
All right.
Oh, man, that's a mid-off. Coach Bud and Doc is a mid-off.
Angie Carr Ticket was on it. Big Ticket TV in the building. Shout out to Angie, man. Ruinous with another one. Ticket, chill, Marz. No, he got cooked.
I appreciate the super chats from this guy.
DJ Casper Marine. Marz, you getting exposed since you said Warriors would lose in 6. Ticket said everything that would happen. He got y'all looking like casuals as usual.
No, they not. Hold on. They not casuals. They students of the game. They study the game. They here every day. They were just wrong. Marz was just wrong about what he said about that game about Max. So because he picked him to win. I ain't gonna say he didn't pick him to win. I'm just saying he was wrong about Max. Go ahead, man.
Got you. Ticket, an equal opportunist. Everyone can get it. From Angie Carr, man. Dream Hoop. Shout out to Dream and Marz on their podcast. They just had a stream on Sunday, so go check that out. Stat Boys are mad. Ticket was right and cooking. Common W for Ticket. Dag, Marz, your own man's.
Facts.
Own man's. It be your own, man.
Biggest trolls I've ever seen in the community is this super chat, man.
Donovan Samuels, and salute to Donovan. He's always supporting. From an unbiased opinion, Ticket had a nice, solid breakdown / prediction of the yesterday's game. I don't think anyone on the panel ever gives an extensive X and O breakdown on the panel. Y'all hilarious. Appreciate you.
Hey, Dub, I get Low this one breakdown, Low. I guarantee you that shit they were saying yesterday, your capping ass boy Fluent and that sorry ass, dusty ass Grilltown with his dirty gravy on his chin. I guarantee you if they do that shit, I guarantee if they put fucking Vanderbilt on Steph Curry, their ass gonna get their ass to goddamn demolish the Lakers. I guarantee you, and I hope you don't agree with that shit. I hope you don't agree with they said putting Vandy on Curry because his ass is done.
They're probably gonna start with Vandy, but they're gonna spend way more time with Schroeder on Curry just to keep a smaller, quicker guard, especially in terms of a player who can screen navigate really, really well. My problem for the Lakers really has little to do with defensively. It has everything to do with like how would they be able to score against that unit. That's my problem with the Lakers.
Hold on, so you don't have a problem with LeBron James being on Wiggins? Wouldn't you rather have him on Draymond? Or how would you do that?
I think LeBron is probably going to defend Draymond. I think he's going to roam off of Draymond.
And then niggas in here cussing me out yesterday, calling me all kind of bitch. When I said LeBron James should be guarding Draymond.
What we said is what you explained was drop coverage. That's it. Once again, see, I want to. Everything I say isn't. I'm not trying to argue with you all the time. Like, I don't care about what you predict or whatever. Sometimes I'm just saying like something for what it is. You said LeBron would in a pick and roll or a handoff. LeBron would play off of Draymond Green because Draymond Green's not a threat to pick and pop. And I said what you're explaining is drop coverage. That's it. See, I'm not here to just argue with you and prove you wrong all the time. Because not everything I say is an argument. Sometimes I'm just explaining how I view things on the court. You explain drop coverage. I explained that you explain drop coverage. I wasn't there to cook you or eat for you. Like, you just explained drop coverage and you're still explaining drop coverage. And that's fine. I'm just saying, like, that's what you explained. That's it.
Got you. W Low, I got you. Don't worry, from Alan R. Let's get some more guys up here, man. What's good, fellas?
What's good, Dub? What y'all been on, man?
It's been an action-packed episode, bro. What you say? There's no way.
Yeah, Dub. If you would have ducked this episode, bro, wallahi, you would have been finished.
Wallahi.
It was a lie.
You know what wallahi is?
Nah, I don't.
It's like saying I swear to God, but for
like on God.
Oh, okay.
But it's like really serious. Like if you say
I
thought
lying,
you go to hell and them things there. So it's tough.
Oh man.
Yeah, you would have been finished.
They're gonna try to get the switch.
Yeah, I pulled up, man. You know, as I was reveling last week on the episode with Miami, you know, you gotta take the L's with it too. So don't get me wrong. I know how bad the last night's game were for me and my agendas. Like I said before, I'm not the type of guy where the storm comes, I'm gonna sit here and let the waves take me. We're gonna fix some sails. We're gonna make the right turns, and we're gonna sit here and see what else the storm has, bro. Like I said before, if this rest of the week James Harden is putting up nothing but duck show after duck show, y'all done, bro. So just wait on it.
Okay, and if he's
No, but hold on, Doug.
What if he doesn't, though? What if he doesn't?
At the same time, Doug.
Then I'm cooked.
Doug, at the same time, Doug, while you talking about Harden duck show, these same dudes is up here talking that shit to me about Jimmy Butler. Now, remember when I said Jimmy Butler was top 5 in the league at the beginning of this season? You remember when I said that, right?
Yeah, I didn't even agree with
that.
that.
Yeah, they all talk shit to me. They said I know shit I was talking. How it tastes? How do it taste, sucker?
So he can get any takeoff. He can get any takeoff.
Bro,
he can get any takeoff.
Jimmy Butler's still not a top 5 basketball.
He's still not. No,
I want to live in the world.
But he can get off any.
So you can perform in the regular season and be top 5 and not show up in the postseason like bitch ass KD. But hold on, KD's getting carried, nigga. Hold on, KD's getting carried. At least when Giannis lost, the nigga had 38 and 20. But then now let me say that.
No.
Hold on.
That don't make no sense.
Hold on. No. You're not hearing what I'm saying, Lo. He didn't. He lost. Hold on, Lo. He lost, but he didn't get carried. He lost in big part because yes, he missed free throws, but Drew Holiday was horrible. Chris Middleton was pitiful. Hold on. No, Dub. Don't let him do that. Do not let. Don't do that.
Go ahead, finish because I got something to show you.
Yeah, because Lo and them talk all that shit, and like I said, KD is like that girl who looks so good, and then when you take her home and you get ready to do the dudes, she stink. point blank period, and you done with it, right?
That is crazy.
That's KD. Hold on, that's KD. But Jimmy Butler is that shorty that'll cook for you, clean for you, wash your funky ass drawers, and do all kind of shit. But you neglect her. But real talk, hold on. Jimmy Butler is top 5. Hold on, top 5. Because when it's on the wood low, he right there every single time. And listen, we said we value the playoffs. We value the big game, big time performance. Well, stop praising these regular season ass niggas.
All right, no, that's perfect. You want to know something? I actually before the show was working on a Giannis video because I'm tired of people defending Giannis like he does everything perfectly, and even when he loses against good defenses, that he does a phenomenal job. So right now, which I'm going to show on my channel, is going to come out soon, but a little preview for everybody. This is Giannis against elite defenses ever since the year 2019. He has only scored above 25 points per game twice. That was against the Suns. That was against Boston. He has only had above 53% from the field one time. And he had this year against Miami 52.8. That is embarrassing considering the fact that the man mainly takes layups and dunks. His true shooting is below league average besides the 2021 Suns. So even when he's losing, because these are all series in which he was losing in, besides the 2021 Heat, all the series which he's losing in, he's not having a 30 ball and playing phenomenal. No, he is playing bad. He's playing terrible, under 25 points plus.
W stats.
And the issue I have with people is y'all give this man so much leeway as if he's never done anything wrong. He literally only had two times against an elite defense where he performed amazing in. And that's Boston debating.
But he's a good post scorer, though.
And Suns. He's a good post scorer. He's a playoff. What he does in the playoffs is so much greater than everybody else. But against in the playoffs against elite defenses, he can't even drop 25 from me.
No, they're cooking right now. Do you want to go first, or is it?
But I just also want to ask. Okay, if that's the case, then why not
left? Marz, that's the second time.
His phone may have died.
No, low-key, like a couple of those series, like Giannis was hurt. Like I ain't gonna lie, but he has
all of those.
Which ones?
Not all of them.
2020 Miami. He was
2020. He missed the last 2 games.
This year he was hurt.
So he's just
missed half of the series.
So
he
twice
was
against
good
Miami.
but he was good enough though to put up 26 in a 26-point triple double in Game 4, but then in the fourth quarter of Game 4.
Yeah, in the fourth.
Now
his back got tight. His back got tight.
His
back got tight. His back
he got hurt. Okay, so but he was fine in the first 3 quarters of these last 2 games. But then in the fourth quarter and overtime of these games, that's when things.
When you
define your legacy, Lo, when it matters most, when you're supposed to sit here, nut up, and shut up and go get the job done, he sat here, couldn't even deliver. Like, come on, bro.
And even if you want to go off of that, bro, the year in which they went to the championship, they won a championship. He struggled in that Miami series that year.
I mean, no one talks about it because
that's just who he is. I mean, we don't have to make excuses. I mean, that's
no. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just saying some of the numbers can't.
No, that's just who he is. That's him.
2021, he was.
It is him. I'm just saying.
2021, he played
Giannis is him.
The game, the series in which they swept us, he didn't even have that good of a postseason.
He did not. That's true.
The team was just that good. The same team that he was just trying to shit on. Like, it's just like, come on, bro.
No, I agree. I do agree with you,
Yeah, I'm making a video soon. I actually recorded it literally before the show, and now I'm gonna do you know how you be doing, putting in the YouTube videos and stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to be like
look
you,
look. How you do?
Yeah, trying to be like you, man. Oh man, got to, bro. I just started getting ads, so I gotta run it up on the ads, man.
Wow.
Facts, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do. But what you guys gotta say, fam? What you guys gotta say?
Hey, Doug, you a sports bettor, right?
Yeah.
Over under Stephen Curry 35. 35 points.
35 points.
Please take the under, Doug.
Under. I'm not betting on 35. Nah.
Yeah, under.
You don't think so?
Steph's gonna have a quiet night.
If they get
the have a solid 25. He's gonna have a solid 25.
He's gonna have a quiet night, like 26.
He's gonna have 25, 26. Yeah.
And it'll be mostly from the free throw line. He's not going to shoot well from free. I promise you.
I think the offense of the Warriors is really going to be shown in this series because they're outside of Curry, their offense isn't great. I don't like the way their offense has been looking. Hey,
We
man,
gotta wait until game 6, Mars.
Oh,
you have to. You have to wait.
Game
For
six.
there we go. Thank you. Thank you.
No
Thank you.
cooking right
Love.
now.
Thank you, love.
Golly.
But Klay Thompson, besides him and his three-point shooting ability, like he doesn't really offer that much. They're helping off of literally everybody committing. I seen Harrison Barnes, and I think Keegan Murray was over there committing when Steph was driving, just leaving guys wide open. I think the Lakers will be able to feast and to key in on that. And I'm not sure if Stephen Curry will be able to overcome that. Now, Low, I do think the Lakers are going to win this, but I do agree with you where the offense of the Lakers may be in question, but I think their offense would do a good enough job to overcome that, and their defense would be that much great.
It's not going to be in question. It will be. It's going to. I mean, that's going to be the Lakers' biggest problem in the entire series.
Anthony Davis is going to average 35 points a game.
Why is it okay? Okay, why
Maybe.
is it that when Ticket said he said by his logic, doesn't that mean that Anthony Davis should be a top 5 player?
No, but he's going to get hurt. He's going to get hurt.
But the 2 years that he has been healthy in the playoffs, he's resulted in a championship, and right now he's made a deeper postseason run than Giannis.
But he's going to get hurt.
Oh,
okay.
Plus, it was the bubble.
Well, hey, yo, you know, I
plus he hasn't done anything in his career without LeBron James.
Dub, hold up, Dub. We're gonna go back real quick. Did you say James Harden don't have no rim pressure, bro? Are you standing on that? Are you saying that he didn't drive? He don't drive at all?
I'm not saying it's not there at all, but I'm not saying it's at some type of great level. It's below average for me.
It's below average. Do you know what he ranks in drives?
Below
in the NBA?
average?
You know what he ranks in drives in the NBA? He's like 11th right now, 10th to 11th.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure Chris Paul was quite high in drives. I'm not gonna lie. So.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's not.
Oh, he used to be. My fault. I apologize.
He's like below Kevin Durant. Him and Kevin Durant like interchangeable actually right now.
Shout out to Phoenix for having both of them in the same team.
Yeah, both of them boys.
Did Monty complain about the lack of free throws last night? Like
check the post game, bro. He's gonna be like, the refs don't like us. I don't know what's happening. We don't get any fouls. The other team does. Meanwhile, the only rim pressure they have is Devin Booker, and he was trying to draw those jump shooting fouls all night, bro.
Yeah, you can't complain about not being able to.
I said Suns defense.
Operating in the mid range. You can't do that.
You said what?
You can't complain about not drawing fouls, but you're only mainly operating in the mid range. Like
somebody phone is ringing.
Yeah, someone's
phone. Oh, that's my shit.
Yeah,
my bad.
No, you good.
Can you guys hear me now, or
somebody? Yeah, I'm gonna say his whole thing was all messed up. Jesus.
Yeah, it was a lot of things. Hold up, I got some super chats. Can you do that for every other star, Dub? If you guys want, yeah, no problem. I'll look up every other star.
KD, oh man. Hey, yo, Dub, I actually already have it made. I actually have playoff KDs dropping. I have a whole graphic already prepared for that. I was gonna drop it last year. I was like, let me give KD another year.
Yeah, Brooke and KD choked last night in the fourth.
And then you won't drop it this year because of the hype?
No, this year, without a doubt.
That's crazy.
Nah, the Suns fans went from now we don't have Chris Paul as to why y'all don't. But before we're saying Chris Paul made y'all a super team.
The series isn't over. If Phoenix
you know what?
Game
No,
3,
I hate.
the series is over.
I hate that. I hate
Denver's
that.
only defended him.
I hate that stance.
They've just
I do
defended
hate
him.
that. I do hate that stance though.
Come on,
Quabe. Mainly because it's like I do hate that stance because going from CP3 to Cameron Payne, even though CP3 is not great, that is terrible, fam. That is god awful. I'm not jacking that. That shit is terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible, but
So Hemi the real bad. Oh, so Hemi the real bad bitch.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
If anyone genuinely believes Jimmy Butler's better than Kevin Durant at basketball,
oh hell no, I don't think that.
You're a child.
I want to see what other stars do against elite defenses. If you guys want to show about that, I mean, I'll show a video on
According
that.
to Lakers fans, their defenses.
Most of them, there's a drop because you play against elite defenses for the most part. But when it comes to like falling to below league average, with not many,
they not drop. I guarantee you, a lot of them are dropping 25.
Who y'all think that's the best defense in the remaining teams in the playoffs right now?
The best defense, the Lakers.
The Lakers.
They got Anthony Davis.
I see that this series got to prove that. Like I just don't know, bro. Sometimes they just lazy to me. Sometimes, bro, they just not hustling, bro. If I see at least 2 games where Kevin Looney get 20 boards, bro, I'm on 80 ass, bro.
But that's what Kevin Looney does, though.
But yeah, Kevin Looney is a hustler, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly, better than Moses Malone.
I still think Harden's performance was bootleg from Daniel Smith. I'm not gonna lie.
We gonna see.
I don't believe in this game. If he continues, like I said before, if he continues this, then y'all can say I'm cooked. Y'all can say Love. y'all could say Dub's a hater, and I'll be willing to be like, okay, cool, y'all got it.
Dub, he shouldn't have to do this to prove he's better than John Wall.
Nah.
Right.
Like, you acting like it's crazy.
Dub, you gotta walk that
You're
back.
saying
You gotta
he's
walk
better
that
than
back.
John Wall.
You gotta walk that back, Dub.
I'm not walking it back off of one game.
Like, I feel like we're saying he's better than Brian Cody.
Because
literally, you brought up a 40-point game on 30 shots.
Again, literally the game before, the series before, it was aging perfectly fine. We were all good. Now off of this 40-point game,
I don't think it ever aged. Bro.
Everybody.
He was still better than Wall. Even
he was still better than Wall, man.
No, the last series.
No, that's OD right there. He wasn't better than Wall.
He's still better than Wall.
Last series he was really bad. Like I said, y'all basing this off of one game, bro. So let's wait on for a little bit and let's see what else happens. I don't like that shit. Go ahead.
Has Bob made an appearance since they lost?
Yeah,
he appeared slightly yesterday
at the airport.
On his way to Cancun.
Okay. yeah, he did. Okay. But hey, that's gonna conclude today's show, bro. We hit our 2.5 hour mark. We got one more Cocoa Buns. If Jokic wins the chip, he's greater all time than KD.
If Jokic wins the chip, apparently he's gonna have a greater offensive peak than Kobe.
If Jokic wins the chip, he's in my top 10.
What?
Oh shit.
Top 10 what?
10 all time?
Top 10 what?
3 MVPs
you don't believe that.
And a final MVP.
He's over Magic Johnson.
He's chatting.
That's maybe
he's
top
a slightly worse passer, slightly worse playmaker, and a much better scorer. Like, he's just better than Magic Johnson. Like,
He's chatting.
Peak for peak? You talking about peak for peak?
Peak for peak, all time, player, whatever you want to do. He's just better than Magic.
You know what? I'm for that. Jokic being over Magic.
Do not clip this. Do not clip this. Because if that gets put on TikTok, people are going to
Curry's not going top 5 door.
You're done.
People are going to
Oh yeah, Marz also munching me on TikTok too, but it's cool, man.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
I saw you in the comment section on the Sabonis take.
Oh yeah, on KD's burner account.
Yeah. Both of y'all munching me.
Well, I wasn't really. It wasn't targeted at you. I was just talking about NBA
straight
community in general.
What the fuck?
Low posted a comment about he was right about the Sabonis trades, and then I left a comment. It wasn't really pertaining to Low, more so just the NBA community. People are just obsessed with being right more than like.
You ain't got nothing in
about the
between,
game.
bro.
What?
What?
I mean, a munch is when you eating the clitoris.
Dub,
bro.
end the
You ain't
show.
got nothing in
Dub,
between.
end the show.
Yo, we got 1,600 people in here. Like the video, subscribe. Y'all be easy. Salute to every one of y'all, bro. Peace.
Hey, Lo, I got that